Oh, hey, I clicked on the wrong thing. Looks like we are live. Yes. Sorry, we've been dealing with some technical difficulties, people. I was trying to figure out exactly how to actually get this thing live here. And looks like we are finally live. As promised, we are back streaming again today. Second gaming stream of the day with some Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Oh, man. I did run a test stream earlier today. I wanted to see exactly if it would hold up on my computer, because I didn't know if my PC would be able to run it and do stream as well. But, yeah, looks like it's working. I don't know how smooth it will be. There was some loading infrequencies when I played it earlier, because I did play it earlier, and I did just sort of the intro to the game, because I wanted to get a feel for it, see what it was going to be like quality-wise doing this. I wasn't able to, of course, stream it while also, playing it. So I was trying to figure out exactly how well it was going to go. So hopefully this goes well. I haven't played anything beyond sort of just the very intro of the game. So hopefully we'll have a good time. I'm eager to learn more about it. I was absolutely terrible, awful at Kingdom Come Deliverance 1. And I thought it was the kind of game where, like, man, I can't see what they do with the sequel. Because I thought a lot of elements they could have improved on in the game. I thought if they had more time, more money, more people to work on it with them, that they could create something even more grandiose and more kind of just smooth flowing. And I think they might have done that here. I know there's been the whole battle between the wokies and the anti-wokies, and a lot of people on the wokie side don't like this game just because of the first game and the base things that the developers said with the first game. And then I know the anti-woke crowd, they're all mad at this game just because some of the stuff came out about gay characters and gay relationships and all that. But a lot of them, from what I've seen, they were fans of the first game. Then that stuff came out, and it would make the game easy to fit within the whole anti-woke movement for them. It would have been easy for them to use it to get clicks. It's something, if they're going to stick to their principles, right, that they should be very vehemently against. But they really liked the first one, so it was hard to talk bad about the second one. So a lot of them, for the start, they were like, oh, let's give it its due diligence, let's give them time, let's trust the studio, blah, blah, blah. But then they obviously felt that they had enough people that supported them that they could just go ahead and come out and start hating on the game. And that's really what I've seen with this. I know I was seeing Endymion spurging out on Twitter while doing his playthrough, to the point where he was saying that he liked the first game, but thought there was problems with it. And what did he say? He liked the first game, but now looking back, he actually didn't like the first game because he's played so many good games since then. But his whole career is based upon talking bad about new games that are coming out. So I'm not really sure where the disconnect is there. But anyway, enough about that. Enough about the discourse around the game. We're going to get actually into the game. play some of it. We're gonna have a good time. So hopefully, see if my controller works. Might have to go to the BRB screen, make sure my controller. I have to unplug and then plug that back in. There we go. Oh, nope, I don't need credits. What I need is new game. Alright. At the beginning of the 15th century, the kingdom of Bohemia is ravaged by war. King Wenceslaus IV is taken captive by rebellious nobles, and his brother, King Sigismund of Hungary, lacking a ruler, and descends into chaos. I think it's in chaos. Only a handful of loyalists stand by the rightful king. So yeah, this game takes off right where the first one left off.
Keep firing! Don't stop!
I'm gonna be honest, chat, you're not gonna hear me talk a lot during this stream, during the cinematics and conversation moments like you're kind of used to me doing if you've seen my like Old Republic, Star Wars Old Republic.
What are you doing here? Go and take cover in the keep.
By the way, I do have my cocktail for tonight.
Go and take cover with the others.
You probably saw that earlier. Keep on wanting to reach for my mouse.
Godwin! Where's your weapon? To the battlements! Move!
Father! Will you come to anoint us before we die?
On
We'll get
skate on.
anointed after the battle, Sir Hans. With booze. Get ready! Prepare to shoot! Position! Take cover!
A rude awakening, eh? Make it count.
You got a crossbow to start. And this load screen might take a little while. Because it took a little while the first time. And I know I know the first game, the first load screen always took a little while. Yep, a lot of waiting. Hope all of you watching in the VOD enjoy the stream as well. Catching it on the replay. I know everybody and their mom is streaming this, so hopefully I won't get lost in the shuffle when it comes to streaming Kingdom Come. We are probably going to go fairly late tonight. Maybe 1:30, 2 in the morning. We'll see. It's 11 here local time. Buffering. Hope everybody's having a good night. If you're up late, looking for a gaming stream to watch, we have a good time. As soon as it loads in. And this load... There we go. Crossbow. And I do know we go upstairs. Ah, shit. I missed that one. Because I know he's the first guy. How'd I miss that? There's one.
Now you're finished.
There's the other one.
Now you're finished.
Got another one.
Get ready! They're coming inside! Lovely! Move downstairs! We can handle it here!
Alright. Moving downstairs now.
Godwin! Get over here with that cross and join the line. Die! Don't let them have the way through! Pour oil on them for fuck's sake! Don't stop!
There we go.
That's it! Get ready for another attack! This one's not out! Burn, fuckers! Godwin, that's it! Draw your sword and follow me!
Dry devil. Alright. Wait for him to get up the stairs.
Fucking Wenceslas! Don't let them climb up! Knock it down! He knows how to sword fight! Go fuck yourself!
Need some stamina. Knock the ladder down. Alright. There we go. Probably gonna burn through that cocktail quick. And he gets shot. Yep.
Fuck! I've been hit!
Like, don't poke at it. Just calm down.
Oh, Dentes Fortuna, fucking you, that. Jesus. You're only supposed to deliver a message to Trotsky. And the most adventure I was expecting was a fuck or two.
Everyone to the chopper!
Well, the pursuit of pussy will often lead us to ruin, chat. That's all I'll say about that. And title sequence. There it is. There it is. And now we go backwards in time. Waiting on the next load screen. Weeks. So that happens in weeks. I didn't catch that the first time.
Oh, Dentes Fortuna, you rat!
What's that you keep yelling, Sir Hans?
Good gracious, Henry, you don't mean to tell me you don't know Latin?
My apologies, Your Grace. Unfortunately, I was too busy shoveling shit and picking turnips to find time for studying Latin.
We shall have to rectify that.
Emily barely had time to
Remus
learn
for
English.
personal bodyguard.
Or I guess German in this case.
Anyway, this Auden...
Slavic?
Auden... whatever. What does that actually mean?
O Dentes Fortuna Juvat. Fortune favors the brave.
I don't doubt it. All we have to do is deliver a letter to Lord Otto von Bergov and ride back again. Doesn't take much bravery.
Christ, Henry, don't be such a stick in the mud. Aren't you glad to be finally out of that hellhole where we can finally enjoy some adventure? See a bit of the world, meet new women, and simply have some fun.
Sure, but you promised Johannes that you'd be as good as gold, and I'm personally responsible for your safety. Besides, Trotsky's in the middle of nowhere, so I wouldn't expect much excitement there.
God help me, my bodyguard's a monk who can't speak Latin.
Sir! Trotsky!
My word. That is fucking impressive. It makes Perkstein look like an outhouse. Bergov must be made of money.
I mean, I guess so. Alright.
Well, Henry?
Yeah, there it is.
Looking forward to new adventures?
Loading in.
Adventures that will become the stuff of legends?
Of course I am. We'll show them what fine fellas have turned up on their doorstep.
You bet we will. We'll hand over our important message and then hop, skip to the nearest tavern. We'll drink to our success and chase some local wenches, eh?
Yeah.
But why didn't Uncle
Fuck
Hanush
it.
take care of it himself?
But not each other.
Unless maybe he's just testing me.
Why? He must trust you not to botch it up. Otherwise, he wouldn't send you as his envoy.
Of course. How could I possibly botch it up? There are foreign armies rampaging through Bohemia. The king is in captivity, God knows where, and here we are in the middle of it all, carrying an important document. No, I intend to make the most of this trip, one way or another.
So do I. How is that? Fortuna...
Audentes fortuna juvat! See now, there's the Henry I know and love.
Well, enough of the chat. Trotsky's almost within reach.
Sir Hans, how's it looking there in the back?
All good, Oates. Just keep your eyes on the road ahead.
Exactly. If anything in front of us even looks like it's moving, we want to know.
Keep your hair on, Dick. Old Oak's got eyes like a hawk. I don't miss nothing.
I feel like he's gonna miss something. Yeah, the load screens do get faster.
Sir.
Should we get ready for a fight?
Take it easy, Henry. They're wearing von Bergov's colours. They're from Trotsky.
Around them! Don't let them get away!
Besides, I stand a chance against them. Don't do anything foolish, fellas. Just follow my orders.
I bet they spell fellas with an H.
Halt! What are you after here?
Is this usually how you greet visitors, my good man?
This is how we greet armed strangers when bandits are pillaging everywhere.
Can you not distinguish between a noble and a bandit, sir?
It's not always that straightforward these days. Who are you people?
Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein. I bear a letter for Sir Otto von Berghoff from my master, Sir Hanush of Lipa.
This is indeed the seal of the Lords of Lipa. And unless I am mistaken, Lord Hanush of Lipa is on the side of King
I wonder if
Vincent,
the cinematics have depth of
while
field.
my master
If I can
is
play
a
around
member
with that.
of the League of Lords,
I hate depth of
who
field.
side with King Sigismund.
Well,
So it would appear we are enemies.
We're not enemies. We're carrying a message with the aim of putting a stop to the hostilities.
And who are you?
Henry. From Skalitz.
This is the conversation. Oh, playstyle. Choosing a playstyle will give you some starting experience points, but the choice of what traits you will develop next is up to you. Advisor to nobleman envoy. I'm a scout of our company, a soldier, and Lord Capon's bodyguard. Soldier likes nothing more than to have a weapon in his hand and wear a strong suit of armor. He is also infamous for his short temper. Advisor prefers to solve things using his knowledge, sharp tongue, and kind word. Scout likes to hide in the shadows, solve tasks silently, undetected by stealth, blah, blah, blah. I think I'm going to go with the advisor. I like talking my way out of problems.
I'm Lord Capon's advisor and scribe, and now an envoy as well.
From Skalitz, you say? The one that King Sigismund's Cuman forces plundered?
And slaughtered everyone. Even so, I'm not going to Trotsky as an enemy, but as a peace envoy.
Even so, you're still strangers
little lore
here,
for you there
and
if you
armed
didn't play the
strangers
first
to boot.
game.
And as it happens, we're on the trail of just such a band. So why should I trust you?
Alright, persuasion. You can solve a lot of situations by convincing the other side. In dialogue, you will have a choice of some of the options below that define how you will react. But beware, persuasion requires other parties believe you. Speech, try to handle the situation peacefully without conflict. Charisma, you make use of your noble experience and good reputation. Might, you might try to come across as a hero and protector of the weak. Coercion, you say anything to get your way, even using lies and manipulation. Is that all persuasion, really? To some extent. Domination, you make it clear to the other person that you are superior to them. Dread, when reasoning doesn't work, threats might. Oh yeah, the persuasion. In many situations can be solved by reasoning with the other party. Within dialogues, you'll have several options of how to react. But be warned, the other party won't always believe you. Persuasion is not about picking the highest number. It's about who you're talking to, what you look like, and what your reputation is. For example, threatening a bunch of thugs with violence alone is usually pointless, just like claiming to be a nobleman with straw sticking out of your boots. Yeah, this is this is carryover from the last game. So, all right, we'll close that. Choose correctly. By choosing speech, you will try to resolve the situation using your diplomatic skills or trying to appeal to your noble appearance. People are more inclined to believe a well-dressed lord than a beggar. Alternatively, you could try to convince the counterparty using your chivalry and offer martial skills and strength. Well, we already said, do we really look like bandits to you? And the intimidation factor, as soldiers, we can help you with bandits, probably isn't going to work. So let's go with
We want to
envoys.
resolve conflicts, not to stir up more. Once more, I assure you we have no evil intentions. You can escort us to Trotsky, and everything will be explained there. That we can guarantee.
Very well.
Hey, we made him like us. Sorta. Dramatic hand gesture orders.
Sorry about the cold reception. You must be cautious. If these bandits create mayhem, then vanish like ghosts. We'll be on our way.
Oh, so you won't accompany us to the castle to see your lord?
Sorry, sir, we can't. Listen, you won't make it to the castle before nightfall. Sir Otto's orders are to not admit anyone after dark, especially while we're away. You'd best camp until daybreak.
I'll take your point. I mean, back home, the last time someone let a nobleman in trouble into their castle, we had to bombard it to get him out. Is there an inn in these parts, at least?
There is one, but it's a bit of a way out, and I'm not sure your lordship would like it very much.
God! What kind of a backwater have they sent us to? I just suppose we'll just have to manage somehow. Good luck in hunting down those bandits.
Thomas, captain at Trotsky. Thank you. And sorry again. Farewell.
Farewell.
All right.
Well, this is a bit of a hold-up. What now?
Since there's no tavern within reach, we'll just bed down here for the night. The pond looks inviting, and
Camping.
wine enough.
And what about those bandits?
Well, they're probably keeping their heads down, what with that big patrol combing the woods for them. Come on, fellas. We'll camp here on the bank. At least we can bathe. I stink almost as bad as the rest of you. And you lot are rank!
You know, it's always fun to pretend to camp. But actually camping... I've never actually been camping. But it kind of sounds like a horrible idea that I would never want to do. My best friend always wanted to take me camping. And every time I was like, no, I'm not doing that. Because, I don't know, camping just seems like something, like, I work really hard in my life to earn money to not do. Do they still have the flower picking? Because I remember, yes. They still have it where you can do this. So if you didn't play the first game, picking flowers was a very quick way to get stuff you could sell for coin. And also basically pad your skills. So you just pick up a whole bunch of flowers and you could pad your skills that way. We'll do a few more. And then we'll go see what the barking dog is about. Because clearly...
Hey, call off that dog and then we can talk. Henry, call that dog to heel.
Come here!
Told why
What's all
to
the
call
fuss
the
about,
dog.
Mutt? Are you that hungry? Alright, I'll see what I can get for you.
Well, hoorah! Peace at last. That barking was a pain in the ass.
Let's see the... Oh, okay. Player menu, general information. Player menu is where you can find all sorts of important information about Henry surrounding the world. It's divided into sections, blah, 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 blah. We know how a player menu works, essentially. It's not that different from other player menus. I think we use the triggers to cycle through them. Yeah. Putting on armor. Putting on armor has a few important rules that must be followed. Properly assembled armor will protect you best. Head protection under helmet. You must always wear additional head protection under your helmet, such as a coif or hood. The helmet itself will protect you from being cut, while the protection underneath absorbs heavy impacts. Alright. Gambeson under the chest armor. Quilted hose under the leg. Shoes under spurs. I think they had this. They had the same system kind of in the first game. Tori. Equip weapons. Yeah, that's just an explanation where everything is. That's the explanation of all the tabs. Player menu outfits. You can create 3 outfits for different occasions in the inventory and switch between them on the fly. That's nice. So I don't have to individually switch parts of clothing all the time. Each outfit is marked with its coat of arms, and every item you are equipped with in that outfit is marked the same way. Alright, cool. Multiple coats of arms on an item means that you have it equipped in multiple outfits. Using outfits, you can create a full plate armor set for close combat, a sneaking outfit for stealthy business, or even a dapper ensemble for when you want Henry to make a good impression. Okay. Okay. There we go. So, let's go to the journal. Find something for Mutt to eat. Alright. We set up camp, but there's still a lot of time Till nightfall, I should go ask Sir Hans about Bud is hungry. Oates is the one who's in charge of supplies. Should I go ask him if he can give something for my... Alright. So we gotta talk to Oates. That's what we gotta talk to. Alright. Let's ask him about the area.
Do you know these parts?
A little. It's all rocks and woods. Lovely to look at, but shit for hunting in. If you don't watch your step, you could easily fall down some fissure.
So you've been in Trotsky before?
Not Trotsky itself. Once I just passed through here with Sir Hanush's escort.
Ah, I expect that's why he sent you with us.
No doubt, but also because I'm not as rash as you youngsters. And besides,
Feeling that rum a
as
little
cook,
bit.
I make sure you lot don't gobble up all the supplies at once.
Do you know why we're going to Trotsky?
For some big political parley.
Yeah, of course. I'm just wondering if you know what's in that message we're carrying.
Not really, but I reckon our lords want to sound out von Burgo.
Investigation.
Bear in mind the times we're living in. King
Counterintelligence.
Wenceslas under lock and key in Vienna, and his brother Sigismund meanwhile shamelessly plundering Bohemia. We need to know who's going to stand on our side if things get even worse. And the royal chamberlain, von Burgo, has the land reserves under his thumb. So he's a big player.
We might even discuss how to make peace with Sigismund.
Peace? I don't know. Sigismund is winning and he won't want to parley for peace. But I hope there's some chance of a truce, at least an armistice. The main thing is that it don't get no worse. Hacking up Cumans is one thing, but
Don't
if it
get no
comes
worse.
to Czechs fighting against Czechs, that'd be nasty.
To tell the truth, I'm starting to get a bit anxious about what to expect tomorrow. Do you think our big mission will be successful?
Nothing to worry about. We'll get to Trotsky, Sir Hans and von Burgo will parley, and then we'll ride back. Done.
You're a bit sure of yourself, eh?
We're not getting a
Well, this
Trotsky.
ain't my first time delivering a message.
We're definitely not getting a Trotsky.
Everything will go according to plan. Don't you worry.
Being heavy-handed. But we gotta talk to him again.
Listen, would you have some scraps for a mutt?
That's a good one. He already gobbled up a piece of venison while I was having a piss. I've got one last sausage and I'll be saving that for the way back. Look, Henry, I'm fond of that beast, but you ought to keep him under control.
We got food at Trotsky. I'll bring you something from the noble's feast. Let's try to do the persuade.
Come on, Oates. We'll get to Trotsky tomorrow, and there'll be plenty of food there. We're a noble's escort, so they're obliged to feed us well. Pheasant in wine, roast pork with apples. Those sausages of yours are only fit for a dog anyway.
For Christ's sake, stop giving me a hard time. I'll have you know that sausage is fucking good. But neither you nor your dog will get to taste it.
Wouldn't you
Of course.
swap it for something?
I might. Tankard has my ring. I lost
Of course
it
he
to him
didn't.
at dice, and if I go home without it, my old woman will send me right back. If you can get
so we
it
gotta
back,
play
I'll be
dice.
glad to give you that sausage.
Well, I'll see what I can do.
Alright.
Come on, Conrad.
What?
Let's throw a few dice.
For the love of God. How many times do I have to tell you? I ain't playing with you.
Why not?
Because you cheat.
I do not.
Oh? And how come you always win then, eh?
That's an easy one. I always win, 'cause you always lose.
Oh, sick burn. Alright.
I see you've got dice set up. Want a game?
Sure. How's about spicing it up with a little wager?
I heard you won a ring off Oates. Want to bet that?
Fortune favours the brave, lad. But if you lose, you pay for everything I order in the tavern in Trotsky. All right?
All right.
We'll...
Don't lose. All right. If you're interested in gambling, you can find a game of dice in the tavern. Yeah. So the goal is, it's basically poker but with dice. You gotta select certain amount of certain sets of dice to get to 2,000, or to make your opponent bust, I believe, if I remember. 150s, straight is a 500, high straight is 750, flush is 1,500, or guess flush. Devil's head acts as joker, adding one value to any combination dice. Alright. Yeah, and then there's all the kinds and all that. Okay. Yeah, because it's like poker and like Yahtzee.
See whose side luck is on today.
Alright. Alright. So, numbers game. 1, 2, 3. We'll hold that dice, and then we'll score and continue. Oh, hey, look at that. 3, 4, 5, 6. Select it. We'll score that and
you're
continue.
Not afraid of anything.
And then we'll take 3 of a kind and the 50, and then we'll score and pass. 1,300. I mean, 1,300 is pretty good.
My God, I'm done.
So we only need 200 more. Can we do that? No. Selected 500. Alright.
God damn your
Alright,
eyes.
I won.
You played well.
Right on.
What's to be done? A bet is a bet. Here's your ring.
That went a lot smoother than I thought it was going to be.
Come on, Conrad.
What?
Let's get up. Let's
throw
get
a few dice.
For the love of God. How many times do I have to tell you? I ain't...
Oates his ring.
It seems Tankard can't tell a 5 from a 6. I won that ring off him.
You beat the bastard. Ah! You're a dab hand, Henry. Thanks. Will you give it to me? If I go home without it, the old woman will break her broom over my back.
What will you give me for it?
Well, all I've got here is some grub. Want a sausage? It's venison.
All right. And enough games. You won't easily find another mug who'll exchange a ring for a sausage.
Yeah. True.
Yeah.
I know
If, I was playing the long game, I probably should have kept that ring.
One little game. And then you
But
can take my last
we
run.
care about our dog, so.
Here, Mutt.
Let's feed him the sausage. Alright.
Why don't we carry on to the foothill of Trotsky? They must...
Let's talk to Nicholas of Ratai, I think is.
How do you like it here?
I'll tell you, it's nothing like home.
And have you ever been further than Ratai?
No, I never was, but I always wanted to. That's why Oates put in a word for me so I could ride along. Besides,
What a guy.
for an adventurous expedition like this, you've got to have the right gear and good horses. And I'm in charge of them.
And you take good care of our horses. I can't say they're exactly whinnying with joy.
Don't make fun of me, eh? Whenever they need anything, I take care of
horses.
it for you. The only thing that bothers me is them cliffs and rocky paths. I hope none of the horses breaks a leg.
Sometimes horses do that.
I'm a bit anxious about tomorrow. How about you? Are you worried?
A wee bit. But we've got good intentions. Sir Hans is responsible. And sensible too, when it comes to important things. And no doubt Lord von Berghoff is a wise man and he'll hear him out with a cool head. Clever folks can always somehow come to an agreement, can't they?
That's right. And also, we're coming with an offer of alliance. I can't imagine what could happen for them not to receive us.
Not much chance of that.
I like how heavy-handed they are with the like things are gonna go poorly. Let's see if there's more dandelion to pick. I'm honestly wondering, thistle. I think you can. Is it thistle or? I can't remember if it's thistle or something else that you can use to make healing potions. So we gotta talk to Hans.
Henry, come here. Henry. Oh, that was a tight thing with the captain, eh?
Ugh.
I got the feeling you'd lost your tongue.
Just for a moment. But true enough. That bastard surprised me a bit.
Well, that's what I'm here for. To deal with that kind of stuff.
And I must say, that was pretty good for your first action as leader of my bodyguard. Let's see if you keep it up. But we managed the situation all right in the end. He even apologized to us. If Hannah had seen it, maybe he'd finally stop treating me like a child, eh?
Well, I don't know. When I look at you, well...
Hans is that friend that's always
ahead of ourselves.
a child.
Kiss my arse. And by the way, since you're here,
Arse.
how about stretching our limbs a bit? After that long journey. With a bit of swordplay.
You're in the mood for that after riding so long?
Certainly. So then, eh? Eh?
All right then. Just a bit of swordplay for the hell of it? Or should we have a wager?
Let's save the wagers for later.
Oh, you afraid?
Keep the biting
Fighting
remarks to
tutorial.
yourself. You've got armor on, so just grab your helmet. Here's a practice sword for you. Have that ready too.
Alright, we gotta equip the training sword. There we go. Jump over there. There we go. Alright. Is it free jump? Yeah.
So, should we start?
Do you think we're going to fight with our cocks? Put on your helmet and armor, grab a practice sword and come along.
Alright, so we gotta put on our helmet too. Alright. Oh, I gotta put on coif and then I gotta put on the helmet. And then is there anything else I gotta put on? No. Alright.
Can we start with the swordplay?
You've got your armor. Good. I won't hold back. Ready?
Let's go.
Let's start.
How do
Draw
you
your
draw a
sword.
sword?
Hang on. This time, I'll take the lead.
I just can't wait.
Let's get warmed
There
up.
we go.
I'll attack you a few times. You defend.
Go ahead. Impress me. Is that the best you've got?
Alright.
I didn't even work up a sweat.
Oh, you will soon enough. A foe in plate armor has to be worn down.
Let's see it then. Attack
Settlements.
properly. Now, a longer sequence. You want to wear me down like that? Come on, try again. Is that the best you can do? Don't interrupt the attacks. One after the other, nice and fast. Don't pause. Keep up the attacks.
There we go.
Enough.
Now you're warmed up, eh?
Yeah. But you're pretty winded yourself. while you're attacking, you still have to take care you have strength left to defend.
Okay.
Now save the advice and try it
You
yourself.
cover yourself by holding
Gladly.
the left trigger. All right.
On guard. Good. That's the way.
There we go.
Good. Nice. Good.
Oh, that's enough. No one's ever won a duel just by blocking. You've got to make an opening to strike back. And you do that by means of a perfect block.
Perfect block, eh? You've become a real swordsman.
Oh,
Start
we
your
gotta
attack
do the
then.
timing block.
Pretty good.
There we go.
You're doing great, Henry.
There we go.
Nice. But what about a riposte? Reckon you can manage that?
Why wouldn't I? Nothing to it.
First block your
Just follow
opponent
up
using
a perfect block immediately with a strike.
attack
I'll show
using
you.
LT
Get
and
ready.
then immensely.
Good, Henry. Sweet. Why didn't you strike afterwards? Too fast for you, am I? Block it.
There we go.
Well,
All right.
you're not as good as Captain Bernard, but that wasn't bad.
Be sure to remember, if someone gives you a riposte, you can still fend it off with a perfect block. And it's best to follow up right away with your own riposte.
Yeah.
Trading blows.
But what if I want to attack in such a way that you can't make a perfect block?
Then it's best to attack at a spot where your opponent isn't covered. Where he's not holding his weapon. You defend, and I'll show you how.
All right. Come on then.
There's that.
Too slow. Nice. Nice. Good riposte. All right. I get it. For Christ's sake. Enough demonstrations and explanations.
Let's have one training duel to finish up, eh?
Indeed. And let's have a wager to spice things up. How
Oh, great.
about 100 groschen?
All right. 100 groschen it is.
Defend yourself. The first hit.
Technique.
Now we're even.
Back off, because he's got me drained.
Speed up, fellas.
There we go. Got me on the ropes there. How many times do I have to hit this guy?
Let the sparks fly. That must hurt.
How do you do it?
Now that's what I call swordplay.
Come on, Henry.
Relay. Thought he was gonna quit there for a second.
Fuck me.
All right, finally.
I yield! Enough!
Whew.
Fuck's sake, you're unstoppable! Oh, you won the bet, fair and square.
We're going
I'll
for a
settle
minute
with you
there.
When we get to Trotsky. Now let's go and eat. That swordplay gave me quite an appetite.
I worked up an appetite. And all I was doing was clicking buttons. Let's take off our okay, player tab. You can find all important information about Henry's stats and abilities, etc. Alright. Yeah, this is the level up page. So let's close that. I don't think I have any... Yeah, I don't have any levels up yet. So let's go back over to the inventory. Oh, I keep doing that. It's down instead of over, which is weird for me. Alright, let's take that off. You can't change your clothing now. Alright, so I guess we're stuck like this. In our helmets.
So who won, gentlemen?
Oh, it seems this isn't my day. I knew I shouldn't have bet with you. You've improved since that last time in Ratai.
I won back then too, as I recall. You had to give me
We're
your
setting
bow.
the lore, chat.
You were
We're setting the lore.
unbelievably lucky, beating me after just one day of training. True, I wasn't in my best form that day. We had a drink or two beforehand.
Oats? What's this food supposed to be?
What's left of our supplies? Tomorrow we'll be at the castle, and we'll get some decent grub.
If you told us earlier, I could have shot a hare. And you could have cooked it like they did in the tavern the day before yesterday.
That tavern where you drank away all your coin?
Ha! You've got to have some fun.
And then
Nothing
you tried
quite
it on
like
with the
men
innkeeper's
sitting around
daughter
a
when you was
campfire.
shit-faced.
She was pretty.
Sharing
a real
stories.
peach. Admit it.
Only a fella was there.
I clear things up for husband. We carry out the... You could have carried on with us when we increase our vitality. That's right. Let's increase our strength.
And I had to drag you out of that tavern before everyone pounced on us.
We'll increase
And
our
he had
strength
his
because
work
we're
cut
already
out. You wasn't
a
having
speech
it
player.
much.
Now, if you was able
Hey,
to
we
talk
gotta
to lasses
level up.
like me, maybe she wouldn't have started screeching.
I can't say I'm surprised. Just imagine it, fellas. You're a fair maiden. Your lovely locks falling on your shoulders. No thought of wickedness. And then Tankard's fat head appears before you with his crooked mouth. And he says, "Where's the shit, oh my pretty?"
I've got nothing to regret. The whole world turns around wenches. Ain't that right, Henry? Hmm? You never
Pussy
gave
does
us
rule the
goods
world.
on that lass of yours. What was her name now?
Teresa. She lived with that crook Peshek at the mill.
And she saved my life.
A brave girl.
Aye. She's a fine lass. And? Is she any good? Like, is she any good? Get me?
She's my sweetheart. Nothing happened with Teresa. Brave that you'll have to do. Brave and they'll have to do.
She's my sweetheart. And that's all I'll
I didn't like Teresa in the first
Don't
game.
be such a monk. Out with it.
Let's be boastful. Let's be awful.
Listen up. I'll tell you what that girl can do. The wildest she-cat I know. So when she's stripped off...
Enough, enough. You want to be a chivalrous knight, and you talk like that about a damsel? For shame. You know, this travelling isn't too bad.
Apart from the mosquitoes.
Aye. Apart from them.
Where were you yesterday
That
evening, Henry?
existential.
You were late for supper. That's not what I call watching over our Lord.
Hey, don't make trouble.
Mike caught scent. So a boost for our dog. I was with you the whole time. Stealth. I was looking for some shelter, survival. And be quiet, scholarship. Let's increase our scholarships.
I needed a bit of peace and quiet. I had a stroll around, checking out what plants grow here, praying for the success of our mission, and I came back.
At last,
We are the
someone with
scholar
some
of the group.
sense, who's not in a hurry all the time.
If I always had to think everything over, but...
I wouldn't have rolled in the hay with so many girls if I spent my time just thinking about it.
Thanks for the prayer, anyway.
And what about, time, sir? I mean, will we be getting any time off, sir?
It depends. Once von Berghoff hears us out, we should set off back home immediately.
What? Straight back on the road?
Well, we could stay a day or two, perhaps.
Does anyone know anything more about von Berghoff?
I've already told you all I know.
We're gonna
Von
stay
Berghoff
silent.
is a very important nobleman.
Keep our
the
cards
royal
close to our hand.
Chamberlain. He administers the country for the king, collects taxes.
Royal
It's like
Chamberlain,
this.
not to be confused with the
There's the
Royal
king.
Chamber pot.
Then him, then a very big gap, and then me. And we are envoys sent to offer him an alliance.
I heard he insists on having the finest swords. And that he's got a big collection of all kinds of swords and daggers.
Collecting them ain't the same as knowing how to use them.
And is he any good at sword fighting? It ain't nothing easy to learn.
The sword is a wonderful weapon. I prefer maces, heavy weapons. I can manage even without a weapon. Unarmed. I prefer shooting them. Let's do swords. I'm a sword and shield guy.
The sword is the weapon of a master. Balanced, fast, and
I
suitable
mean, Henry's a
for all
blacksmith's
situations.
son. He's going to
Of
be
course,
good at swords.
You have to train with it. I mean, try to
supposed to be
improve your
trained
technique,
swordsman.
but the result is worth it.
Aye, I get it. It was just a training fight. Pardon me.
Oh, swords, swords, swords. No doubt you're going to tell us again how the perfidious Ishvan Toth stole your sword. And I thought you'd come round to thinking about other things.
That sword is the only reminder I had of Pa. We forged it together, just before he was slain. But that's another matter. I suppose you've heard enough of that, eh?
Well, you know.
No, it's all right.
Well, I wouldn't want to be in Ishvan's shoes if you ever come face to face with him again.
What? So Radzig ain't dead, though?
Enough, enough. Otherwise we'll be here for hours again hearing how Martin the Smith raised him even though Radzig is his real father. It's complicated, and let's leave it at that. No offense.
Who help me tomorrow with getting supplies for the journey back?
We rolled dice for it. And I won, so Conrad goes.
What are you on about?
Enough. Oath, you're no fun at all. There'll be a feast at the castle tomorrow. So
I'm getting the
forget
strong
about
feeling all these guys are
Anyone
going to
for
end up
another
dead.
helping?
All these
There's
supporting
plenty
cast
left.
guys.
Maybe even a bit for morning.
No thanks. I must wash myself down a bit.
my words exactly. We can't turn up at Trotsky tomorrow in this state.
Gotta take a bath.
Let's go and strip, Henry. Fellas, come and help us get out of this armor.
Are you really going to bathe here, Sir Hans? It don't look none too safe a spot to me.
Oh, don't be such an old woman, Oates. Bring some wine to warm our blood.
Yeah, we're not on a trip to the baths here, Sir Hans.
Henry's right, sir. Duty first, fun later.
God's wounds. I haven't been away from Rattay in ages. So, here, I intend to live a little. Blasted iron shirt. Oh, what a relief. I feel like I've just shed 40 pounds.
Probably. Plate armor was supposed to weigh like 60 pounds. It's like carrying a modern military pack on your back at all times.
Ah, Christ. Will I ever live to see his young lordship finally grow up? He's got a good heart, but he doesn't have the sense that he was born with.
Well, responsibility will catch up with him soon enough, though.
There's more chance of me becoming a monk.
That's also why everybody was fairly fit in the medieval
for a
ages. Because they were always carrying that weight, doing so much physical activity.
Whew. You were right about our stench.
Let's hope this water isn't too cold. You wouldn't want your pride and joy shrinking.
I'm more worried about it being too deep.
Come on. Oh, that really shrivels the old ball sack.
Realistic water perception.
What's the matter?
Females! Let's go to them.
Sir Hans!
Oh, shut up and let's go. But quietly. We don't want them to spot us.
We creeping.
Hans!
We creeping, chat.
Head down, Henry. We've got to sneak closer. Follow me.
Yeah, there it is.
Carefully. No sudden moves. Don't give us away.
All right.
Hear that singing? They must be close.
We're creeping, chat. We're getting close in on the goon now. We are closing in on the goon.
Hear that? Do you think they might be bathing? Come on, let's get closer.
Hold on. I don't actually know if there's any nudity in this game. Game settings, manual subtitles, dialogue, visible course save menu. Yeah. I don't think there was in the first one. Frame rate says no, none of that. Advanced graphics, object sound settings, main. All right. Controls. Alright. All my settings are set to low, by the way, which is interesting.
Shit! One of them's doing laundry. We have to get closer to the others.
Only she's blocking our way, right in our path. Damn it. Throw a stone in the water near her to lure her away. Once she notices it, we'll hurry along the other side.
What was that sound? What is this racket here? What was that?
Let's go.
So, stealth mechanics. Creeping on unsuspected laundry girls is one way to teach stealth mechanics. I'm not hating on it, just an observation.
Go even closer, but carefully.
Almost sounds French. Buffering. Yeah, they're clothed, sorta.
Henry, I told you to...
Not good. Not good, chat.
Something. Stay down, for fuck's sake.
Look who called it, by the way. Said they were all gonna die. Stealing winches.
Don't be a fool, Henry. We don't stand a chance. We'll wait till they're gone, and then head back to camp. Maybe some of our men got away.
Hey!
What the fuck are you doing?
Hey! Hands off her, you brute!
We're being the hero.
Here! Let her go, you pigs!
The bastards with them!
Fucking hell!
You couldn't just leave it be, could you? Come on! Run!
Catch them! Enough, I said!
What the fuck? She's mine!
A ruthless gentleman.
What are you gaping at? Shoot! Well, don't just stand there, you idiot! After them! On the bank!
Christ!
We're running.
When did you learn to swim?
We're swimming, I guess.
Just now.
guess we never did learn a swimming skill, did we?
Up on the other side.
Oh, his horse is quick!
Yeah, you can't swim in that armor.
Oh, Mott.
It's been shot with an arrow.
Fuck was that, Henry? You're rescuing a damsel in distress.
I'm done with running.
Oh, really? And what exactly do you call... Oh, shit. Oh, you've been hit.
What?
Yeah, not just hit, pretty
Oh, shit.
shot pretty bad.
Well, we can't leave it like this. No,
But
wait.
You gotta leave it in,
Ah,
because he'll
fuck!
bleed out. Especially if it hit an
We've
artery.
got to flee. Can you walk?
Yeah, I'll manage. I'd lead the way.
Now we're wounded in our underwear. Just like all heroes' journeys start.
You pull yourself together. We've got to vanish.
Into the night. Alright. Now the real game begins, I feel.
Then we'll get that shoulder of yours fixed up. So, how
You're a wanted man.
Krosky?
My God. Rabbits are an interesting choice.
There's someone in front of us. Down.
They mustn't get away. Got that?
Creep around now.
Call out as soon as you see them. And then kill them. No fucking around. You, watch the middle of the gorge.
We
And
can't
keep
go
your
this
eyes
way.
peeled,
Go
right?
around.
You two, go up there. Get a move on.
Alright, we'll
You
move
watch
out.
the side of the rocks. And you, go to the pond. They didn't succeed in swimming to the other side of the
Stalking
pond.
through the
I
woods.
want to know. Then come back and give me a full
Needing to
report.
run away.
Footprints,
Yes, we'll have to wait.
Do you honestly think we
Get
can
to
swim
work.
all the fucking way across?
Shut up, or the chief will hear you.
It's still easier here than that skirmish on the other side.
Stumbling about, pitch back. When all your talk does is blind you.
Now, Cassius is naked man before. Better than getting killed in his nervous.
It's all about timing, Chad. Stealth is all about timing. Which is kind of why I hate it. I'm kind of a
To get to that tree trunk up ahead.
burst the doors down.
There's more of them up top. Fuck.
Just gonna follow you, Hans. Take the way. Take the lead.
I played dice against Lefty yesterday.
They're coming here. Stand still.
You reckon we'll find them, do you? If they tried to swim across the pond, you'll be bound.
You want to get in the bushes with me here, Hans.
Quick.
Let's get out of here.
Oh, no. Fuck. They're in front of us. Quick. Into the rocks.
Kurva! They're playing into the rock! Hurry! Run around! We'll catch them at the top!
Hans,
What now?
Hey? Hans! There's more of them up
Take
top.
cover.
Run ahead of them!
oh shit. I didn't even... Okay. Well, we'll start at the checkpoint, I guess. I didn't even know they were behind me. Hans just stopped.
We'll get out of the woods and find someone. Then we'll get that shoulder of yours fixed up.
Oh, we're starting at the beginning. All right.
How far is it to Trotsky?
There's more fog this time. It's interesting.
There's someone in front of us. Down.
They mustn't get away. Got that? Call out as soon as you see them. And then kill them. No fucking around. You, watch the middle of the gorge.
That, by the way, that's why I hate stealth.
This way. Go
You get,
around.
you get one thing slightly wrong, and then you're fucked.
Get a move on. You watch this side of the rocks. And you, go to the pond. They didn't succeed in swimming to the other side of the pond. I want to know. Then come back and give me a full report. Footprints,
Sacre.
blood trails,
He'll see us.
everything.
We'll have to wait.
Get to work.
We can swim all the fucking way across.
All right.
On a cheap one, it's still easier here than that skirmish.
He's moving. Now we move.
Pitch black. With all your torch doesn't blind you. Leave it out. Catch him from naked men in the forest. Better than getting killed.
Waiting on Hans.
But I still can't see him bloody thing.
We've got to get to that tree trunk up ahead, quietly. There's more of them up top. Fuck.
All right. We're moving.
I played dice against Lefty yesterday.
They're coming here.
Didn't you
Stand
keep your
still.
watch instead? You reckon we'll find them, do you? If they try to swim across the pond, they'll be found halfway
Run,
somewhere on
quick.
the left of here. Why are we moving now?
No, fuck. They're in front of us. Quick, into the rocks.
Boulevard! They're feeding to the rock! Hurry! Run around! We'll catch them at the top!
What now?
Hey? Hans! There's more of them up top.
Shit! Take cover!
Run ahead of them!
Where now, for fuck's sake?
Hans, I'm running while I'm bleeding out. We gotta get out of here. We need a plan.
Here! Damn it, they're everywhere!
What are we gonna do?
How should I know? We can't go climbing into the rocks at night when we can't see shit.
But they'll catch us.
Oh, you don't say, genius.
Calm down, for fuck's sake.
Stop it! This isn't going to help us. You know what? Go and look into that gorge.
Now, these
behind me,
graphics are
see
good.
if there's a way forward. Then
And I have
come
them
back
on
to
low.
me. At least we'll know if it makes sense to go that way. If we can get out of the rocks. I'll stay here meanwhile and watch out for them.
Where the entry point into the rocks. Explore the entry point into the rocks. Is it this way?
There's a path, but through fissures. Oh, there's no other way to go anyway. Hans won't be too happy when I tell him.
Alright. Well, we found the way.
Where are they? I don't know.
I guess I just keep moving. Alright. There we go. We split up a little bit.
Just avoided being seen, and I only found my way out of those bloody rocks a while ago.
Go fuck yourself. Oh, great.
Now you're gonna get it!
Really? Oh. It's another one of those fights. They did this the first game that I'm supposed to lose. The dog cometh. And that's how we get some starting armor.
You know the trouble with an adventurous life, son? It can end before it gets started. I might teach you how to handle a sword, and then someone will shoot you with a crossbow as soon as you set foot outside the house. If you want to convince someone that they're wrong, try using your mouth and not your fists. We did a fine job.
Hey, you're alive. Hopefully the stream's looking okay for you guys.
Being a blacksmith might bring no glory.
It's looking a little blurry on the studio, so I don't know.
But it has its benefits.
At least the gameplay.
Like keeping your head on your shoulders.
Ah, near-death dream sequence.
I was the one who raised you, but you know how things really are. Am I dead? Not yet. I'm dead, though.
What a touching moment.
If I'm not, then how come?
You chose a different path than I wanted for you. And maybe that's how it was meant to be. But once you've chosen the path of adventure, you have to fight. You have to fight till the bitter end, with all the strength you can muster. You still have a long way to go till your work is done, Henry. So pull yourself together and wake up. It's not over yet.
For the love of God, wake up. Pull yourself together, Henry.
Wake up and run through that wall, Henry.
Oh, thank Christ. Oh, I thought you were done for.
Where am I?
Well, you dropped out of the sky like a shot-down hawk. And that fella landed with you.
Definitely should be
You broke
dead.
the fall nicely, otherwise you'd have ended up the same as him.
Ah, the Bourne identity drop.
Well, you won't be needing it. We can't be running naked through the woods. And if you're capable of running at all...
Now, where's Mutt?
I've no idea. Just don't worry about your dog. He can look after himself. Right, we've got to disappear.
It can
Right,
look after
come on,
himself.
help you up.
Still just strolling around in the boxers. Objective,
How are
survive!
we holding up?
Not good.
Not good. feel like it's all up for me.
Just hang in there, damn it. As long as you talk, I know you're hanging in there. Henry, what are you staring at?
Horseman. Faster.
I'm doing what I can, pal. Jesus.
Hallucination. Hallucination's kicking it.
Let's go. We have to go.
But the gate is closed.
Don't worry, my name will open any gate.
Fuck!
What's the matter?
Skalitz is in flames. We're gonna die here.
You survived Skalitz, and you'll survive this. Come on!
Bianca.
Come on!
We're wigging out. Blood dripping out. Brains wigging out.
Father?
Listen to me, Hal. Listen carefully. Take the sword, go into the house, and grab anything else important from the trunk. Go to the castle.
Easy,
Hurry.
Henry.
What about you?
Are you mad?
Mother is in the village. I'll fetch her and we'll follow right behind.
I'll go with you.
No. You do what
Come
I
on.
say right now. Give the sword to Sir Roger.
Christ's sake!
Anything happens, he'll take
Come
care of you.
on.
Promise me.
Oh, you can hardly stand, damn it. But we'll
We're
make it
losing
together.
it, chat.
You'll see.
We're losing it.
Henry, focus. Henry, pull yourself together. Please. God, there's nobody here. You're just imagining things.
Run. No.
Give in to it. Hang in there.
Flashbacks in case you you guys didn't see or play the first game.
We'll make it together. You'll see. You're a warrior. You can do this. It's all right, Henry. I've got you. Just a little further. Henry, wake up.
The linden tree.
Gotta be bled out by
Father
now.
always wanted.
No, we can't stop.
Pa. Dead. They're all dead.
But we aren't yet. Henry, a light. Look.
I see it.
Normally they tell you don't go towards the light, but since Hans is seeing it,
I see the light.
it's probably okay. Wonder how many times that happened in the medieval ages, just having a campfire and somebody broken and bloody just stumbled upon you.
Hold on. Hold on. We're here. We're here.
Pavlena, is it you?
Greetings, good wife. Fear not. We mean you no harm. My friend needs help. Please.
Right. I'll see what I can do for him. Let's have a look at you. It's all right.
My parents. They're...
That was just a dream, Henry. We're in the woods. We were ambushed.
It's a wrecked looking old lady.
We'll get you fixed up right as rain.
Now I've got you, whoresons.
Think again.
Oops. I'm guessing so. How we doing? Oh, our hometown. It was a nice little hometown. It got absolutely wrecked, and then we went right back to it afterwards. I think Henry got shot in that sequence with an arrow. If I remember correctly, maybe.
They burned
No.
it to the ground. Slaughtered everyone. Who? Who burned it to the ground? A huge army.
Look at that.
They attacked without warning.
Repeating scenes with updated graphics.
Get all the people inside the gates. We have to prepare for the worst. Make all the necessary arrangements.
I always thought he was an odd voice for that character. But they probably couldn't
I am
afford
Sir
anybody.
Markvat von Aulitz. I come in the name of Sigismund of Luxembourg, King of Hungary and Croatia.
Get up now.
They didn't attack, by the way.
There's work to be done.
It's a youthful gal.
Mother?
I ain't your ma, laddie. Oh, may all the saints be praised. I was afraid you'd never wake up again.
What? Where am I?
Where would you be? Here in my cabin, where you and that pal of yours burst in last night. Slowly, lad.
Last night, yeah, he's way too fucked to move. Hans is crashing out. He got fucked up by the other guy. You discovered you're a bit.
What happened? What about Hans?
He's taken care of for now, but he was on the edge there for a bit. And so were you, lads, so calm yourself. Last night you were 1 foot in the grave already. You were lucky you happened to turn up here.
Well, I have to talk to Hans.
You won't get much out of him now. He's lost a lot of blood and he has a fever.
Well, Henry's lost a lot of blood. He had to have, and he definitely rolled around in more dirt.
What happened to him?
That cutthroat that followed you fellas cut him up bad. Hans was fighting him outside, then he came staggering in, said something about Fortuna, and collapsed on the floor.
But you'll help him, won't you?
God willing. Well, I managed to pull you out of death's grip, so maybe I'll be blessed again. I'll go check on him as soon as I'm done with you. How are you feeling?
To be honest.
There's no part of me that doesn't hurt. Inside and out. Mostly my shoulder where I took an arrow.
Little wonder then. But you're conscious and talking. That's a good sign.
And that you're not
shoulder
dead.
Is looking a lot better. I did my best, but I don't see good no more, especially at night. So I didn't do the best job. It just wouldn't stop bleeding. And now you've moved about, it started up again. Take this and bandage it up. Not much else we can
Do it
with
yourself.
now.
Thanks. I reckon I can manage that. But I need to get a breath of fresh air to
Clear my head.
Here's a tutorial on how you heal.
Slept through half of God's bright day, lad. So, if you feel up to it, go ahead. At least we'll see how steady you are on your feet. While you're at it, you can stop by the trough and wash all that nasty grime off of yourself. I found an old tunic. Put it on so you don't catch a chill. It gets cold here by the water. No doubt you'll be famished and need a bite to eat. There's some hot soup in the pot on the fire. If that ain't enough, I put some bread and cheese on the table outside for you. And you'll find some of our home-brewed liquor there, too, in case you need bucking up. Don't overdo it, though.
I won't. Thanks a lot.
We're definitely taking it, though, because we'll need it down the road.
What's your name, by the way?
Bushenna's my name.
Bushenna.
I'm Henry.
I know. Hans told me. I'll go and check on him. When you're done with everything, come and see me and we'll figure out what to do next.
Terrible fall. Miraculously, you survived the terrible fall, but you lost several main level skill and perk points due to your extensive injuries. You have no choice but to recover and regain them gradually later in the game. So, yeah. That's how they're going to do it. That's how they're going to be like, you got to rebuild your skills. Interesting way. Alright. You're bleeding. Bleeding gradually depletes your life and can even kill you. Stop the bleeding.
Wound is still bleeding. Better.
We gotta use the bandages. Yeah, use 4 of those mofos.
Bandage it up quick before I bleed out.
Alright. You are hungry. Find and grab something to eat. Open your menu inventory and eat the food. Holding down A. You can also eat from the stove. Yeah, well, we're gonna do that. Eat from pot. There's that. Hey, it's chickens.
That's really good. So good I wouldn't say no to some more. Aye. True bliss is a full belly.
Alright. Well, we ate. Now we gotta put some clothes on. Put on the short tunic. Sit. Alright. Where's that cheese and wine she was talking about? Because I'm gonna need. Maybe.
I've seen fellas in worse states, but in better ones too.
Alright. Here it is. Pick that up. Yeah, that's that Savior Schnapps. Savior Schnapps helps you save the game. Because you gotta drink that Savior Schnapps to actually save your game. Or I think you can use the beds. The beds should be able to save your game.
Seems Bujana isn't some quack. She's got a damn good setup here.
Apothecary table. Hey, it's a dog. Nothing in here. Alright. Dead bastard. Let's take a look here. Ooh, a torch. Minor suit. Warren Gamerson. Bigger suit. Yeah, we're taking all this. Wash yourself.
Ah, I feel like a new man.
Alright. We'll have some more stew, because it looks like we're still a little hungry. Alright. Now we gotta talk to Herbwoman Boshena.
I did what you asked.
And you didn't faint while doing it. I'm pleased, Henry. I had
All
to
right.
pour a whole Lethean potion into you last night.
Damn!
That's what I call
I don't know how
medicine.
bad that is.
It can either put a dead man back on his feet or make sure he never gets up again. So consider yourself lucky.
I will. But what about Capon?
Well, he's less lucky. That brute really knocked him about before Hans beat the life out of him.
Is there any way I can help? I owe it to Capon, and I want to do whatever I can.
You owe him, all right. I've got a bit of that Lethean potion left. It ought to work wonders on him, same as on you. But I can't just give it to him now. First, we have to deal with that fever. The best and fastest remedy for that is chamomile decoction.
Here's a tutorial
Luckily, it
on
ain't
how to
too
brew
hard to
potions.
brew, but we'll need some fresh sage for it. And, of course, chamomile. You ought to be able to manage that. You've got young legs and eyes, and I reckon a bit of a stroll would do you good.
I'm gonna pick some more flowers.
Easy as pie. I can do that. Ma used to put sage in sauces and served it with meat. I'll check the kitchen.
Gross wounds. Try thinking with your head and not your stomach. We need freshly picked sage, not some dried herb, so listen up. Sage has a purple blossom, and chamomile has white petals with a yellow center. At the back of the hut,
Damn, lady,
there's
you
a
didn't need to do me
footpath
like
leading
that.
up to the rocks. You go along there till you reach a sort of small meadow. You ought to find both of them there.
Great. I'll be back in a jiffy with a
Big
couple of
chamomile
handfuls.
and sage.
All right.
Alright.
I'll be glad if you get back here soon. I don't feel right being here with that corpse in my yard. Seeing him lying there gives me chills. I can't think straight.
I understand. It makes me anxious too. Maybe I could manage to bury him somewhere. Or at least hide him somewhere further off in the woods.
The Lord be praised. I'd be truly glad of that. Do you feel up to it, laddie? You ain't in the best of shape, and digging a grave's a tough job, even for a healthy fella.
Yeah, I can
worry.
manage.
I'll
Let's
see
bury
what I
this
can
poor
manage.
fucker.
It's on account of us that he's here.
He's not really a poor fucker.
I
He
wouldn't
tried to
want
kill
him
us,
have
but
any
you
more
know.
trouble.
We don't want to be
Better,
haunted.
even if it's a dirty job, is the least.
Haunting's always bad,
Well,
Chad. No one wants to be haunted.
If you think you can manage it, good. But don't overstrain yourself. And thanks.
Where should I put him?
Grab the spade by the dung pile and bury him by the creek. The soil will be softer there, so it should be easier. When you head out the gate, follow your nose. Find a good spot
road.
somewhere in the reeds and nettles. And when you're done with that, better have a wash, so's you don't have the stench of death on you.
True. I'll bear that in mind.
I'll sort out the rest with Ignatius, the gravedigger, when he comes by again, so's I don't have that wretch lying here till Judgment Day.
All right. I'll get to it.
Alright. You got a lot of stuff on the docket here. Take the spade. Hey, there's a spade. Pick up the body. Alright, gotta pick up the body. Carry the corpse to the stream. We'll cut through. I hear a pig. Hopefully it's just a pig and it's not like a boar or something, because that would be not ideal.
Ah, shit! Oh, my shoulder. Oh, this bastard's hard work. I'll put him down somewhere for a while so I can start digging.
Alright, there we go. We got it working. We got it working, chat. We're still pantsless. Alright. Let's grab the body. We'll drop there. Bury. There we go. There we go. After quite a bit of arduous work. Alright. Now we gotta go back to the house and we gotta wash ourselves. Alright. Let's wash ourselves. Alright. You're as clean as you can get in a trough. Yep. Alright. Next task. We gotta get some chamomile. Chamomile and something else. Can't remember what. Let's go. These are blood soaked. Let's see here, journal. Pick sage, pick chamomile. Alright. Oh, hey. There's the map. Alright. Slow scroll. Alright. We gotta get over there. Where is it? Do I have to... Yeah, it's up on the ridge, so I gotta go back. I go back to the house and back up and over. Running with the devil. Alright.
Damn, his shoulder still hurts like hell. Maybe now it'll tell me when it's gonna rain.
We're slightly hungry again. Alright. We're getting close. We're getting close to the field where there's supposed to be... I think that's nettles. Isn't it? No. There we go. Oh hey, it's deer. Alright, sage. We're gonna pick a lot of sage.
Purple flower, sage. There we go.
Because if I remember correctly, sage sells for quite a bit in Kingdom Come. Like all plants sell for like somewhere between like 0.1 and like 1 like coin, Roshan or whatever. But I know that sage sells for like 6 or 0.6. So like it's good stuff. Starting to get hungry. Alright. get this last bit over here. Now we need chamomile. Or there's dandelion. Here, let's take some of that too. Chamomile. Chamomile doesn't...
Chamomile. Right, I've got all the herbs I need. So back to Botha on the double. The sooner Hans gets that remedy, the better.
Yeah, but we can also get a lot of money for this, so... We gotta take it where we can get it. Alright. I'll probably do some more of that on my own time when I'm not streaming. Just grinding herb picking, because I know that will... I know grinding herb picking will. It will also get me a ton of XP. So... let's get back.
I need something to eat.
He's not even a quarter of the way through hungry, and he's like, I need something to eat. That's going to get annoying real fast.
What's that dog making such a fuss about? Could something have happened at Botha's? I should have some weapon at hand, in case there's any foul play.
Hey, you! What do you want?
Get a weapon.
Come here and tell me who you are, or I'll drum it out of you. Lord von Bergov sent us to find the renegades who ambushed some knights' company down by the pond yesterday. A couple of them fled and are hiding out here in the rocks. So tell me
Don't
who
look
you
like,
are and what you know about it.
Investigating company from a knight.
You're from Lord von Bergov? You don't look like it.
Kurva! Watch your tongue with me, boy. When I say we're from von Bergov, then we're from fucking von Bergov. Who else would we be from anyway? You can talk to me or talk to cold steel. Who the hell are you? And what are you doing here?
You're in the wrong place. You're in the wrong place.
I'm Pavel, and I'm here to help Botha. I don't know anything about any attack, but I met some of von Bergov's men in the woods too. They had his shields and Waffenrocks. They were looking for some cutthroats. I gave them directions here, so you can join them once they get here.
Fuck.
What's the matter?
Nothing, fuck it. Just tell them we'll wait for them in the tavern and jelly off, alright?
Alright. We did a good job. Good, because I didn't find the weapon that I was supposed to grab. So, I think it was this. Yeah.
Did they hurt you?
No. But I think they would have if you hadn't come along.
Sorry.
Well, you know, we're a hero.
I reckon it was one of those who...
That's kind of how we got into this mess.
Look here. I almost got slaughtered twice in one day on account of you two. God be praised that my Pavlena wasn't here. Heaven knows what they'd have done to her. So, I'd like to know why all this is happening. Your friend was talking in a delirium in the night, saying you was knights. But if you two are knights, then I'm the Queen of Sheba.
I didn't know Sheba was a real place, if I'm being honest with you. You deserve to know the truth. Unless she's making a joke and it isn't true. I don't know. I don't know if it was a real place or not. You deserve to know the truth.
Well, I must bow to your ladyship. Sir Hans is the young lord of Leiper and Perkstein. I'm Henry of Skalitz, son of Sir Radzig Kobyla, and I'm his bodyguard. We were heading to Trotsky to deliver a message from Sir Hanush of Leiper and Margrave Jobst to Lord von Bergov. But we were ambushed by bandits yesterday down by the pond. And you already know the rest. And as God is my witness,
We're no bandits. I swear to you. I'm thankful to you for saving us. And I'm
She
sorry
liked that we were
caused you
truthful.
trouble.
Well, you sound sincere, so I'll take your word for it. I hope I won't live to regret it.
You won't. I promise you.
Promises are made to be broken, but thank you for dealing with them. I was sure they'd see through you. You thought up quite a story. It was a story, right?
Oh, I didn't meet anyone up top, but they swallowed it all right. What about Sir Hans? How's he doing?
He's holding up, I'd say. I treated his wounds and I'll change his bandages shortly. But what he needs most now is that remedy. Have you got everything for it?
Here. Chamomile and sage, like you said.
Excellent. Now to brew the potion from them. I gave you two the last of my supply during the night. But fresh is best anyways. It's a shame my daughter
Damn,
Pamela
thanks for
ain't
that.
back yet. She'd get it done in a jiffy. But we'll just have to manage without her. But you can do it too. It ain't nothing hard. My eyes are so bad, it'd take me all day. But at least I can tell you how
I'm
to
glad
go
this
about
lady
it.
operated on us and she's basically blind. Like,
All right, I'll try.
sure, I'll go through your potions tutorial.
Well, I've been at the alchemist bench a few times, but it's been quite a while.
That's grand. More than I was hoping for. And not to worry, it'll all come back to you. I have a book here with the recipe, but it'll be better if I tell you. I know it by
More
heart.
reputation gain.
I can read as well as any man, if that's what you mean.
My word. Maybe you really are a noble son.
I'll take the book just in case, but if you give me some advice, I'd be grateful.
Of course. Everything we need is in the hut. Let's get to it.
Alright.
Everything's prepared. There's an alchemy bench
Okay.
in the alcove. Go to it and we'll get started.
Alright. There we go. So,
First, go to the recipe book.
the recipe book is on the right. By pressing A, you can browse it.
Now find the recipe for chamomile decoction and remember what you have to do. Then get back to the bench and we'll start.
Okay. So you can flip through the book using left and right button, and by pressing Y, you can switch between recipes and the herbarium. When you are finished reading, go back to brewing by pressing B. Alright. So. Alright, chamomile decoction. Alright, so 1. Chamomile.
If you've read
2.
the recipe, get back to the bench.
Wait. Then sage 3, and then 4. Alright, so
All right. First, you have to pour the right base into the cauldron. Choose the right pitcher from the shelf on the left, according to the recipe.
raw wine, water, spirits. I think it was wine. Okay, here. Maybe I should have read this. You will need wine, 2 handfuls of chamomile, and a handful of sage. Add the chamomile and boil for 1 turn. Grind the sage and add it to the cauldron. Okay.
Have you poured it in?
Reading the actual instructions was easier. So, pour wine.
So, what did you pour in there?
Wine, of course. Like it says in the book.
Glad to hear it.
All right.
Now try moving the cauldron over the flame. So
Press
you
A
know
to move
how
the
it looks
cauldron
when
over
it
the fire.
starts boiling a bit.
This is definitely a more advanced form of alchemy than what they had in the first game.
Hear that bubbling? It's boiling. Remember that well. For most potions, you just have to simmer the herbs for a bit. But sometimes you need to get it good and hot. So you have to get the fire blazing under the cauldron using the bellows. Try fanning it with the bellows to get it boiling.
To get the boiling, you have to fan the fire by squeezing the bellows. Left trigger. All right.
It's boiling. To keep it going, you mustn't stop with the bellows. If you want to cool it down quick, take it off the flames. Try it. Move the cauldron up.
Seems hot.
Good.
Just grab
now
metal
we'll
like
start
that.
with the brewing. Get all the herbs that you need ready. The ones you picked.
Open your
Put them there
inventory.
on the shelf, so you've got them at hand.
So I need 2 chamomile. I think sage.
Have you really got everything ready? I only see 1 bag and you need 2. Have you really got everything ready? I only see 1 bag and you need 2.
Oh, hold on.
Get them ready now.
All right, there's
so you
that.
have them at hand.
And there's that. Alright, confirm.
All right, let's get to it. First, throw 2 handfuls of chamomile into the cauldron.
Find it. Alright. So, 2 handfuls of chamomile. Alright. 1. Two.
Before you put it on the flame, turn the sand glass so you know how long you're brewing it. It's got to be exact. Every grain of sand counts. See? When the sand has flowed out, that's 1 turn. That's how long you have to boil the chamomile. Move the cauldron to the fire and wait until it starts bubbling. Then turn the sand glass. As soon as the sand runs out, take the cauldron off the fire again.
Okay. So, set that down. Simmering.
Ain't that enough? Take the cauldron off the flames. All right. Now, take 1 handful of sage, grind it with a mortar and pestle, and drop it in the cauldron.
Grind it with the mortar and pestle. Or throw it. Mortar. Alright. There we go. Pestle. Grind that shit. Pounding. We get some pounding going on,
Have you ground
as
it?
Uncle Roger says.
Good. Now, drop it in the cauldron.
Alright.
You don't have to boil it anymore. All you have to do now is decant it. Get a file
Pour that
and
shit
pour
in.
it in.
File. Alright, to decant a potion, take a file from the shelf on the left and select the cauldron holding A. To distill, take the file and select the retort located below. Alright.
Done. Now, let's see what you've brewed.
Alright, amount 2.
I should have boiled that chamomile on a smaller fire.
Okay, did I do it?
Here it is.
Ooh, by the smell of it, it's a chamomile decoction the way it should be.
Happy to help.
This should help
All
Hans
right.
get better.
We did
I'll
it.
take care of it.
We did it, chat.
All right.
We did
Is
it.
there anything else I can do to help?
I reckon you've done all you could. What you need now is a bit of rest. Go and get a good sleep.
I feel like his eyes got bluer.
Wonders.
Just going through the paces of the game right now. No huge action or missions yet. Sleep and save. Actually, we gotta eat first. Let's eat first. Eat from the pot. Alright, we ate. Now it's time to sleep. Oh, is that the longest it'll let me sleep? Alright. Doesn't matter, we're gonna have nightmares anyway.
A sword such as this will bring honor to its bearer.
True, Sir Radzik. If I'd have had its like back in Nicopolis, things would have worked out differently.
Where's my fucking sword?
And I found it. Everything I take now will be mine, and I plan to take everything.
Rotted hell!
Yeah, he's the bad guy. He's supposed to be gay,
Why
too.
would I miss one sword?
Because it's the
That I
last
do
one
know.
my father forged, and I promised him I'd deliver it to you.
The stronger dog fucks the bitches, and war is a nasty business.
I don't think he fucks bitches, though. That's the whole point.
Where's my fucking sword?
You know what? I think I'll keep it. As a memento.
This isn't over. I'll find you!
Yeah!
Don't disappoint me.
Wake up, Henry. It's past sunrise.
Hallelujah. I thought you'd never wake. Were you having a nightmare?
It's the herb woman's daughter.
I had dreams. You must be Pavlena, right?
That's right.
Glitches.
I came in the
Glitches,
evening
fam.
while you were asleep. Ma told me what happened to you. Then I helped Ma take care of your friend that night.
Hans? He's alive. How is he?
Have no fear. He's alive, all right. Maybe too alive.
That's
Ma
how he
knows
rolls,
what
man.
She's doing. And that's the truth.
Hans gets
I
down.
reckon she could bring the dead back to life. She said she dosed you with the strongest remedies she knows. And it looks like they did the trick. On that other fella for sure. Since he came to this morning, he hasn't stopped talking.
Yeah, that sounds like him, all right.
And what about you? How do you feel?
Definitely better than yesterday. Thanks.
That's good. Ma will be glad. But I heard you yelling in your sleep and went to check on you. Bad dreams?
I dreamt of Istvan Toth, a villainous, murderous whoreson who stole my sword. The last memento I had of my father, and I swore to get that sword back and avenge my parents.
Oh, that oath must be serious if it even torments you in your sleep. Dreams shouldn't be taken lightly. They can have real meaning, however hard they are to understand. What strikes you
She's
as
a
the most
crunchy
important
bitch.
part of your dream?
A beautiful man.
The sword. The last thing Pa forged before they murdered him. It might sound strange, but I feel his soul won't find peace until that sword is back in our family.
It doesn't sound strange at all. And swords are a symbol of kings. It could mean power and responsibility, or war and ruin. After all, a sword has two edges, and it depends who's wielding it.
If you're an English major, they'll tell you that it's a representation of your cock. I've known several English majors in my time. All horny bitches, all telling me that swords are a representation of your cock. Fun ladies, though. Anyway.
Thanks, Pavlina.
Think about your crunchy interpretation of my dreams, bitch.
It's a lot to think about.
You're welcome. But remember, it's only my reading. The only one who can really understand you is you yourself.
I expect you're right.
She's a regular Hogwarts divinations professor.
Work will be on me. But this is all too much heavy thinking at once.
Regular Luna Lovegood.
Right now, what I need more is a little sunshine and fresh air.
Aye, that's the best remedy for many ailments. And a full stomach will help too. Breakfast is on the table, and I've got something else for you too. Come along, and we must save Ma from the clutches of his lordship.
Join the others for breakfast. I'll take a little bit from the pot, because I don't know if we're actually having breakfast.
Look who's finally up! Henry! Come and join us!
Let's see if, well, we can put this pouch. Equipping a pouch will open up slots that you place potions and food into. You can then quickly consume these during combat. Just let me stop. Let me eat my bread. Let me eat my bread before we fight. Maximum number of slots you can have is 4, but not every pouch will allow you to use all of them. Alright. Cool. Just wanted to put the belt on, though. Alright. Let's sit.
Good morning, Henry. You have no idea how glad I am to see you. Come join our banquet in the midst of these exquisite woods.
I'm glad to see you too. I see you're in a surprisingly good mood for someone who was at death's door yesterday.
It's all the more cause for merrymaking. Even this water now tastes like the finest wine.
Of course. I did bring it all the way from the spring.
And for that, I am in your debt, fair maid. And I'm grateful to you too, Henry. Bojena told me what happened here yesterday. That's the 3rd time you've saved my life. I suppose I'll have to give you some estate or something.
The 3rd time? What in God's name happened the first 2 times?
Now, Henry, don't make her beg. Tell this good maiden of your heroic deeds.
Well, there was this time when me and Hans had some fisticuffs in the tavern, and for punishment, I had to accompany him on the hunt.
And I shot a boar.
And made it mad. And when Hans chased after the wounded animal, he got caught by a human patrol.
Humans?
They come from somewhere in Hungary. Sigismund brought them here to Bohemia as mercenaries. They're a very dangerous bunch.
I told you about them,
Assholes
though.
is what they are.
The
They're
fellas in the
assholes.
tavern in Zheleov were saying there's some foreigners like that camping in the rocks down by the pond.
What?
It's just what I heard.
Whoa, that's all we need. I hope they don't turn up here. What could us two do alone against them?
What could they want from us? But if they did come here to rob us, I'd shoot enough arrows into them to make them think twice. But the thing I
she's an
want
archer.
to know is,
Gonna teach us that archery
how
skill.
did it end up with young Sir Hans?
Well, as I said, they took him captive.
Well, there must have been 10 of them. I hadn't a chance.
You must have been seeing double. As I recall, there were 2.
That just proves how well you can count. Besides, they were armed to the teeth and had bows and armor. It might as well have been 10.
Whatever. Anyway, with a bit of luck, I managed to free Sir Hans.
Why the modesty? You got them. Maybe a stroke of luck, but as we know, al dentes.
Fortuna juvat.
See now.
We hear that phrase a lot.
What?
It's just this kind of motto of ours. Fortune favors the bold.
Maybe they're really telling the truth about who they are. Who but a lord or a priest could know Latin? And priests they ain't. I can tell.
And as I recall, you already got a pony from Uncle Hanush as a reward for saving me. Your pebbles. So I'll save myself a few groschen.
But you never gave me
pebbles.
anything for Talmberg.
For Talmberg? What was that about then?
The foe took the castle by subterfuge, and we planned a counterattack.
Under the cloak of darkness, we scaled the mighty walls of Talmberg Castle to get inside and open the portcullis to our brothers in arms who were poised and ready to attack.
And we
Some
almost succeeded.
lore for you guys.
Only along the way, Sir Hans here took an arrow to
Maza! You fucking dog.
Pete! He got shot
Looking
in the
for me.
backside.
My upper
Glad to see you here, man. Glad to know you're out there.
Backside it was. But that's no joke either. It's not easy to run with an arrow stuck in your arse. If I hadn't carried him...
I admit it, you saved my arse.
Well, now, you two have been through a thing or two. As far as I can tell, it really was his backside and not his thigh. I examined Hans and saw the scar for myself. But I reckon you paid off part of your debt
Did
the
she
other day, sir.
just say she checked out his ass? Is that what happened here? She just checked out his ass. That's what she said.
True enough.
Yeah, how did you beat that guy?
Hey, how did you manage to get the best of that cutthroat the other night when you hauled me here?
To be honest, by a stroke of luck. We were fighting outside, but that fucker got a hold of his falcon and let me
You're
have
stroking
it
that
nuts.
luck a lot.
I thought I was done for. But I groped around and found a pail, whacked him with it with the last of my strength. And luckily I hit him a nice crack right on the noggin. Can't remember a thing after that.
My word. Fortune really does favour you. You chose your motto well.
Once we get back to Ratai, I'll have it inscribed on my shield.
Do tell.
It's gonna
What
be
else did the
inscribed
two of
on
you
your
encounter?
Quite a
fucking
lot of
tombstone.
things. But I'm afraid we don't have much time for storytelling right now. We came here on an important mission, and we cannot afford to dally any longer. We have to get to Trotsky as soon as we can. How far is it from here?
Not far. Once you climb the hill above Zheleov, you'll see the castle.
All right. I think we should get on our way as soon as possible.
I'll prepare a bit of food for you, for your journey.
Bozhena, I don't know how to thank you for all this.
But I do. Once we've settled our business with von Bergov, I shall reward you as befits a knight. You have my word of honor.
Now you've got me curious. I never got a knight's word before.
For a start, you can leave me that axe and spade. We can't manage without them.
Yes, of course. And thanks for everything you've done.
Damn.
Bozhena.
Wow,
I
okay.
have something for you, Henry. Ma had trouble because of you.
Taking my
But
shovel
I know you
and my
didn't do it on
weapon.
purpose, and you protected her when she needed it. I want to thank you for that. Take this potion. It will help when you're in danger.
Oh, we
and
gotta
you don't
save
know
your
which way to
schnapps.
turn. Have a little sip each time, and it'll save you a lot of trouble. You'll see. It's not all that hard to brew. With a bit of practice, you could manage it yourself.
Thanks, Pavlana. This'll come in handy.
That's one of the
Yeah.
things, by the way.
But we'd better get going now.
Hans is right. We're very glad we met you. And we're obliged to you for your help and hospitality. God bless you.
And you too, sirs.
That's one of the
For your
things about
generosity and your healing arts, and you have rightfully earned the gratitude of the House of Lipa for.
it's one of the things I've been hearing about. One of the gripes I've been hearing about people is they're like, oh, they brought the Savior Schnapps back, and you gotta brew this potion or buy this potion to save your game or whatever. It's so annoying, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, well, you can also save in a bed. Save in your bed. And other people are like, oh, well, you have to also, like, you know, rent rooms at inns and stuff to save at inns and all that if you want a bed. That's gonna cost money, blah. And it's like, dude, if you're good at dice, which it's not that hard to be good at dice, like, you can get a lot of money fast. And also, like, again, picking herbs. Everybody that's played this game a lot knows that if you pick just a shit ton of herbs, it's gonna boost your skills and boost your XP. You're gonna get a ton of XP just for walking around picking flowers up off the ground. And then you know what you do? You take those flowers and you go to a merchant and you just sell that shit. And then you get cash for it. You get coin. The game gives you easy way to fix problems. It's just that so many people are programmed to how certain games work. They don't even think that there's another way to fix their problem or another way of attacking a certain problem. And the funny part is, a lot of the stuff in this game that is like that, the solutions that are there to solve those problems have stuff that's existed in games before. It's just nobody really remembers or plays those old style of RPGs anymore to know how to tackle it. It's wild. So you gotta break out of that mold, break out of that idea.
Time. If you should ever find yourself in need, the doors of Perkstein shall always be open to you.
Thank you, sir. Though, I'm not sure I could find the way to Perkstein. Hopefully we'll never need to take up your offer. Sorry for coming late, Ma.
Let's see if, I wonder if we can change, if we put our clothes on, if we put these bloody clothes on, and then we wash, if that will wash the blood off. Maybe? Hey, look at that. We washed the blood off. I think that tells me it's still dirty though. But we're traveling, so we gotta... What else do we have? What else do we have even in our inventory? We got all this food.
Twice as much as we do, so it's no wonder folks buy from us.
Can I take this food?
Understand. Next time I'll come straight home, so you're not on your own so
Onion.
much. If anyone comes here again threatening
Apple.
you, I'll put them in their place with an arrow. That'll teach them to try it on with us.
Maybe it's a good thing you wasn't here. They'd catch you.
Ooh,
I
bacon.
dread to think what they'd do with you.
All right. Let's eat. I know you're not wearing a pouch. I can't eat if I'm not wearing a pouch.
I feel quite
You know I
hungry.
can take down a hare on the run, and a man's...
Where did they do that? Oh, here we go. Well, we do have some skills that we can add. Hardworking lad. Alright. Hardworking lad. You grew up in a forge, hardworking. If you carry a sack or even a dead or unconscious body, the weight only counts as half. Therefore, you will hardly burden you, and carrying them will no longer cost extra stamina. Additionally, your carrying capacity is permanently increased by 8 pounds. That might be a good one, actually. Train hard, fight easy. The required strength for all weapons will be 2 less for you. In general, if you have a lower strength than the weapon requires, you will do less damage with it. Conversely, if your strength is higher, you will do more damage. Alright. With this perk, you'll reach the state. Okay. So I want extra carrying capacity, that's for sure. Alright. So that's strength. I got its speech. Polished wares. When selling weapons, armor, or clothing that are in near perfect or perfect condition, 98 to 100%, you'll gain 10% more money from them. Silver tongue. You get a +4 speech bonus when haggling, making it easier to go. Okay, that I definitely want. Alright, speech, that's that. Let's go to main level. What do we got here? Charming Man. If you gain reputation, the increase will be 10% higher. Oh, okay. If you lose reputation, the drop will be 10% less. I kind of want Opportunist, because if I pick wrong, that gives me some leeway. I always err on the side of fucking up, because I will probably fuck up at some point. Alright. Oh, okay, you gotta hold it. My speaker that I have in front of my screen was blocking the input. Alright.
An easier target.
True enough. You've got a steady hand and an eye like a hawk. Not like...
Nothing against the hospitality of the good women folk here, but I want to get to Trotsky Castle right away.
I saw Toth at the pond. We had to go back for what?
What about Mutt? He's bound to be looking for us, and we can't just abandon him.
Henry, I like your dog, but that's not our priority right now.
He saved my son.
Dogs are not
So
family.
did I. First Trotsky, von Berghoff
Hans
and the
gave
mission, then we can look for your dog.
All right.
Hans
the
be like,
moment
fuck
things
your
are
dog.
sorted out, I'll go looking for him.
I'd expect no less of you. So, should we get going?
What about the rest of our company?
What about the rest of our company? Could someone else have got away?
You saw for yourself.
I think that, yeah, they showed everybody
Stand a
dying.
chance. But you're right, we shouldn't just leave it at that. As soon as we get to Trotsky, I'll make sure they get a proper Christian burial and their souls find peace.
And when we get back to Ratai, we'll have a mass served for them.
You're right. They were damned good lads. I'd known Oates since childhood. Damn it.
Hold on a bit. Before we hit the road, there's something you should know. I have a hunch that one of that band that ambushed us at the pond was Istvan Toth.
Toth? Are you yanking my pizzle? He's long since over the hills and far away.
I do want to just say that, can we talk about how, like, the voice acting and just in general and the mocap, which obviously is the face acting of the voice acting, because these guys were taken straight from the voice actors. Can we talk about how it's, like, light years better than a lot of TV shows that are out? Like, way better than things like The Acolyte, or really anything that Disney has produced or anything like that. Like, it's good. It's genuinely good acting.
I know how it sounds, But I saw him. Believe me. I'd never mistake his ugly face after all that happened.
Of course, Henry.
Yeah,
I know you
Toth.
have accounts to settle with him, but that's
Bugging queer.
nonsense. Toth is in Sigismund's service and is harassing his opponents. And Otto von Berghoff is one of Sigismund's allies. So Toth's hardly going to attack his people. It was dark. God knows what you saw.
I saw him, the bastard, and I'll get him.
Yes. We'll surely get him one day. I promise you. And your sword, too. But I don't think either of them are around here. You're still my protector, though. So you need a weapon right away. Here you go. You never know.
Where'd you get it?
I found it in the dung pile. Must have belonged to the fellow I brawled with that night we got here. Come on, let's get going.
Fun.
Your mind will turn to better things along the way.
The adventure begins. Just a couple of yeomen wandering the woods. Now we finally get the opening credits. We're what? We're 2.5 hours into the stream. Seems like a smart thing to do when you're on the run from bandits. It is really, really pretty. You can tell they got those big studio bucks now. Got that investment dollar. Hey. He's an angry dog. Interesting way to end it. Oh, and now we load. Buffering.
Oh, I hope they've got a good physician at this castle. Or at least a barber. I mean, that old crone got me on my feet. But I don't believe much in herbal remedies. You can't beat an educated man of medicine.
And I can't wait to sleep in a proper bed.
Where they bleed you.
And some wine!
Oh, fucking hell.
Oh, it's closed.
I know that feeling well.
Open up! I bear an urgent message for your liege lord. Hear me! Open the gate! I am a messenger from Sir Hanush of Lipa.
It ain't working, fam.
Fucking shit! Fuck! You fucking cunts! Do you know who I am? No, we fucking don't!
I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein.
He's a bit shit-faced.
To Ratai!
Now, look here, you filthy beggar! I'm not here for your amusement, so get your stinking, ragged asses out of here on the double. The pair of you!
What's all this about?
Enter an actual important person.
Why don't you send those beggars packing?
I did, sir. They say they're messengers.
I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein. Envoy!
I heard. Nevertheless, I doubt Sir Hanush would send two vagabonds covered in excrement as emissaries. Apart from which, Sir Hans Capon is dead. We found his body by the pond. His company was ambushed by outlaws, and they were slaughtered to the last man.
Yes, they ambushed us, but we managed to get away.
Sir, we met your Captain Thomas on our way. He can testify to who we are. He saw our message and its seal.
How terribly unfortunate you are. The captain's company was also ambushed by outlaws. The captain barely escaped with his life and has been delirious for 3 days. And even if he did confirm your story, I am under strict orders to admit no strangers to the castle.
Those outlaws are definitely,
There's a horseman approaching, in King Sigismund's colours.
they're getting
Now
around.
that's what a messenger looks like. Count yourselves lucky that I don't have time to waste on you. Be gone!
Getting in, whether you like it or not.
Your shitty hands off me!
No, wait. Wait, one moment!
What the fuck was that?
Well, you look like beggars.
So now what?
There's only one thing we can do.
You're breaking in. Buffering. And we waiting, chat. We waiting. And we waiting. Oh. See? They're the same opinion. those mountains just render in real time.
Have you two got any groschen?
What do you take me for, wench?
For someone who stinks like a badger.
Look, we've had a tough couple of days, so we'd like a bit of peace and quiet, a beer, and a bite to eat.
Unless you want to share a bowl of gruel, you're going to need more coin than this.
Just bring the best you have, and we'll settle later.
As the gentleman wishes.
Well, she's not far off. We look like a couple of beggars, and we stink even worse.
What the fuck was all that at the gate? You tried to talk to them,
a weird
get shit
render.
poured on your head.
Oh, different lands, different customs.
God's holy britches.
I expect they've had trouble with beggars at the castle, so they act without thinking.
Oh, really? I'd never have figured that out. I'd rather hear some cunning plan how to get out of this shit. Huh?
First, we have to wash and change. Get our letter back. Okay, let's go.
Well, the first thing we have to do is get ourselves into decent shape. Have a good scrub, get some better clothes. Then they might believe we're actually messengers.
That's all
We're
very
gonna need
well,
cash to do that,
except
though.
we can't even pay our bill here. Never mind a visit to the baths and the tailor.
So we'll earn some.
Earn?
I'm not afraid of work. And we're gonna need every groschen we can get.
And how long will it take for you to earn a few groschen? And where will you find a decent tailor? Before we get ourselves sorted out, Sigismund will be sitting on the throne in Prague.
So what do you suggest? Going back to Ratai?
To Ratai? You just don't get it, do you? We can't go crawling back like this. We'd be a laughing stock.
A laughingstock? We were outnumbered by a gang of bandits.
Yes, and how come they got away with it? Because we camped at that fucking pond. We've got
Whose
no
idea was
message,
that?
No coin, nothing but our ragged asses.
Chin up. We'll sort it out somehow, and everything will be fine again.
Nothing will be fine, my friend. I'll tell you 4 reasons why. Oates, Tankard, Conrad, and Nicholas, instead of sitting here with us, having a chat and a laugh, they're just food for crows in some godforsaken hole.
It's not your fault they died.
We'll be a
Don't blame
consulting
yourself.
friend.
We have
Consulting
to take
friend.
care of their bodies at least. They were good Christians, even though it didn't always seem that way.
We'll keep the promise we made at Pagenes. The best way to honor their memory is to finish our mission. We'll get inside the castle. You'll see. We'll avenge our lads and go back to Ratai with our heads held high. I promise you that.
Audentes fortuna juvat.
Audentes fortuna juvat.
Food. About bloody time.
Here we are. Gentlemen.
What is this stuff?
Hey, there's meat in that. And there's more than you gave me coin for. When you're finished, report for work.
Cheers.
Gotta roll up the sleeves. Wash them dishes.
What is it? That's that woman from the pond.
I don't know if she's I don't know what her actual job is, but she's definitely a milkmaid.
What I tell you? Christ. What are you waiting for? She can vouch for who we are. Go to her.
God be with you. A full pitcher of wine, please.
My word.
Render took a second there.
Shut up. I ain't seen you here before. Who sent you? Not them nomad vagabonds, I hope.
Don't worry. I've come from the castle. I'm Catherine, and I've got the lovely job of keeping the soldiers' throats wet.
Ah, that's another matter then. Oh my. Ugh. Can you smell that too?
Oof. It stinks like something died here.
She keeps the soldiers' throats wet.
Jesus, fella. That's a bit much.
Hey, youngster. If you want to go around mixing with my guests here, go and wash the stench off yourself at the trough first. Stinking up my establishment. I heard some talk about your captain.
Oh? What was that?
Gotta wash myself at the trough.
Poor Captain Thomas might never get back.
I guess I missed that
Him
input.
and his men were attacked by
I didn't know it was
bandits.
gonna time out like that.
Most of them are dead.
Jesus Christ.
Lord von Berghoff is beside himself and won't allow his soldiers out the castle.
Aha. So that's why they sent you for the wine.
Leave it out. Once you got through the first one, you knock him back like it's nectar.
So this is where I talk.
Sorry to bother you, but I've seen you before.
Oh, eh? I don't remember. Hold on, are you the boy that cleans the pit under the castle shitting hole?
You were attacked by those bandits.
What bandits? What are you on about?
You were attacked at the pond. You, some other women, and so were we as it happens.
I have no idea what you're on about. I work at the castle, and I wasn't at any pond.
You know very well what I'm talking about. I saved your life.
Are you drunk? Get out of my sight!
Well.
Here's your wine. Is this vagabond bothering you?
I can handle the likes of him myself. Thanks for the wine. Bye.
Look, please. I don't know what's up with you, but I know you were there. I need your help. You owe me that much. But we need to get to Von Berghoff.
So she was probably going to
The only
deny me
one
no
who
matter
can
what
confirm
path
who we
I took.
are.
You can't get into the castle. And even if you could, that was the king's messenger. Von Berghoff is getting ready to ride out.
Shit.
If you want to speak to him, the best place would be Samin's wedding. He'll be there. For sure.
No, wait.
And don't ever lay your hands on me again.
A lovely woman.
What are you gaping at? Have you nothing better to do?
Why you standing here like a pillar of salt? Are you ready?
Always ready.
Glad to hear it. You pair ordered a lot more than you paid for, so you work your debt off, like I said.
All right. What do you want us to do?
Over there by the gate, there's a cart with sacks of flour from the mill. My old man was meant to take them into the house. But as soon as he got a sniff of work, he vanished into thin air. The second door in there leads to the pantry. That's
Ain't that
why
just
I
like
need you
him?
to haul the sacks. You have to lay each sack on the planks, so they don't touch the damp floor and go moldy. If you just chuck it on the floor in the corner, it'll spoil. So do it properly. 2 men can finish the work in a jiffy, and then we'll be quits.
All right, we'll do it. carrying a few sacks won't kill us. For sure, it's less daunting work than fighting bandits in the woods.
Aye, it's terrible about them bandits. We never had nothing like that here before. Like it or not, you can't pay what you owe me, so I'm putting you to work. Is that clear?
All right. We'll do it.
Glad to hear it. I can see you ain't stuck up like your mate. Where are you actually from, if you don't mind me asking?
Ratai.
Ratai. That rings a bell. I ain't been further than the back off me whole life, but I know this place inside and out.
I heard some talk about some wedding being planned here.
Ah, nobody's talking about nothing else. Young Lord Sameen is marrying Agnes, the daughter of Thrush, our Truskovitz bailiff. And it's going to be a grand affair. When rich folks get married, that's a feast that's a lot different from when some tanner gets hitched to a bathouse wench.
All right. You learn noble marriages. All right.
Will Lord von Berghoff be at the wedding?
How should I know what his lordship's plans are? But most likely he will be. Sameen is his vassal.
Who is this Sameen?
Can't you tell by the name? The Lord of Sameen. The fort in the village belonged to him. Old Jan Sameen is the head of the family. And his son's called Olda. And it's him who's getting itched. There used to be a rich family.
Olda. All right.
Their glory's faded a bit, but they still have some clout.
Where's the wedding going to be?
At Sameen, of course. I expect old Sir Jan and our bailiff will try to outdo each other in showing off their wealth.
It seems that's really our only chance.
What's that?
Oh, nothing.
If you want to find out more, there's a couple of invited guests having an ale over there. Young Svaja there. He's the bride's brother. He can be a bit of a pain, but he's a good lad at heart.
All right.
Where do you want the sacks moved to?
To the pantry. That's the second door inside there. But I'd split the work with your pal if I was you. So you don't do yourself a mischief. It's his debt too, ain't it?
All right.
Is this the only tavern here?
In Truskovitz it is.
You must be doing pretty well then, eh?
I'd be doing a lot better if everyone paid their bills.
Damn. You gonna do me like that, all right? All right.
Go and discuss it with my friend then.
We're getting out of here.
And careful with them sacks. I don't want you ripping them or anything like that. What can I get for you?
Let's talk to Hans.
What did I do to you?
I talked to that woman from the pond.
I noticed. It didn't look like she was too pleased to see you, though.
The main thing is, she denied ever being at the pond.
It's definitely her, though. You don't forget a figure like hers.
I got the feeling she didn't want to talk about it for some reason. I did get something out of her, though.
What? Don't keep me in suspense.
Von Berghoff is about to leave the castle.
Sacre! If he pledges to Sigismund before we can get to him, everything's fucked.
Calm down. Let me finish.
We're cooked.
There's also going to be a big wedding in the region. Young Lord Semine, from the local noble family, is getting married. He's marrying the local bailiff's daughter. It's going to be a big event.
Why should some wedding in a shithole near Trotsky be of any interest to us?
Because it looks like von Berghoff will be there.
Oh, that's fantastic news, Henry. So all we have to do is get on the guest list. And that shouldn't be a problem because you've got a cunning plan, right?
I'll come up with something.
I hope so. You can't expect me to do the thinking for both of us all the time. We'll ask the locals and see.
There's something else we have to sort out first.
Hans really is the Timon
Respect to the innkeeper.
of the Timon and Pumbaa relationship here.
We can work off our debt. All we have to do is carry a few sacks of flour from that cart to the pantry. If we both do it, we'll be finished in no time.
Lug sacks? Are you yanking my noble pizzle?
I'm serious.
I can't work. I'm a noble. What if someone saw me?
Come on. Nobody will recognize you.
Maybe not now, but what about later? People will remember my face, and when everything's cleared up, word will get around that I lugged sacks here like some beggar. As if the disgrace at the gate wasn't enough. Ugh!
Look, we're not in any position to pick and choose. So if you want to somehow scrape your way out of this mess, you better forget your airs and graces and make some effort. A bit of honest work won't kill you.
Henry, haven't you ever heard of the 3 states of man?
Would that be some aristocratic excuse?
Not so fast. It's God's law. Oratoris, the priests who pray for us. Laboratoris, the plebs who shovel shit and pay taxes. And Bellatoris, the warriors who protect the ones on their knees or in the fields. Now, which am I? So if you find me a sword, I can get to work. But wield a pitchfork or carry sacks? That's against God and nature.
It's a wonder your tongue isn't aching.
Bear in mind that I'm still your master. Enough of your insolence and start accepting your lot. In short, be so kind as to get to work. I promise I'll make it up to you.
Are you really not going to help me? It's just a couple of sacks.
Come now, Henry. What did I tell you about Bellatoris and the natural order of the world? I simply cannot carry sacks.
I'm afraid there's nothing else for it if we're to ever get out of this place. So, Lord or no Lord, the sacks are waiting.
Let them wait. Sacks are good at it. It's not long since I had to drag one sack through the night, and if I hadn't, that sack wouldn't be here now. So I think I've done my fair share. I mean,
What a guy.
Stop trying to push me.
Suit yourself then. Right, I'll get to work. Alone.
Well, if it makes you feel better...
You may have carried us through the night, Jack.
How?
But I kind of want to push him off a cliff as
Maybe to a
the
stage.
first...
But above all...
I kind of want to push him off a cliff right now, the first cliff that I
I'll
see.
help you find your dog. As soon as we have at least some gear, we'll head into the forest and find Mutt in a trice. Although, if you think about the 3 states of man, looking for lost dogs is more like a huntsman's work. But let's pay no mind to that.
How generous of you, Lord Capon.
I know, my dear Henry. Such is my nature.
Look out!
Alright, where the fuck are these sacks? I thought it was in here.
She stamps and bites when she's upset.
Oh, I feel a bit sick.
God bless.
Easy does it.
I'm gonna lose a whole day just for a few sacks.
As usual.
Oof! That isn't half heavy.
To your health, my friend!
Taking their time again. Why the long face?
Alright, put one in.
I've got a barrel of ale.
Just a couple of sacks. Get cracking.
Grab the second.
Someone should really do something about that.
Christ, pardon me.
Did you hear about what the bailiff is planning?
And 2. Oh, we're just okay. It's the same animation over and over.
Our company, but the two of us managed to get away.
Doesn't anyone believe us? Maybe because you've got no way of proving it. We lost. Some vagabond.
Han's just giving away our story to everybody, I guess.
So what? Somebody did him in and chucked him into the water.
There's 3.
What did you say? Say it again.
It was their own fault.
What do you mean? They attacked themselves? What the fuck are you trying to say?
Everyone knows it's dangerous around Trotsky. Making camp in such an unprotected place is suicide.
Where else were they supposed to make camp, smart-ass?
Somewhere in the rocks, maybe. Not out in the open by the pond. Only a fool would do that.
But calm down, both of you.
I'm perfectly calm. It's your chum here who's ranting and raving.
Pack it in, Henry. There's no point in arguing with this yokel. He fancies himself as a military strategist.
I don't believe a word you're saying. A weed like you surviving a fight against bandits even von Berghoff himself has trouble with?
Believe what you like, but I'm telling the truth. And in fact, I'm willing to overlook all your insults if you apologize right now. And invite me to that wedding.
Oh, you want to come to the wedding, do you? Huh. I'll give you a piece of advice, pal. If you can make yourself useful for the blacksmith or the miller, you'll get to the wedding. You'll see the glorious occasion, at least from a distance. And you can stop spouting your pathetic lies.
I am Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein, and I demand your immediate apology.
I am Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein. Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein. You're starting to bore me.
You're
you
mocking
and your
me, aren't
silly
you?
made-up name.
No apology, then. It looks like I'm going to have to teach you a lesson.
Oh, I'm so scared.
That's enough. Cut it out, both of you.
Mind your own business. Take your ragamuffin friend and get the fuck out of our village.
Ragamuffin.
I give you a chance to apologize, and you keep insulting me. Get ready to pick up your broken teeth with broken fingers.
Oh, I'd like to see that. Come on, then.
You scum!
Ah, the shove fighting. Now we're throwing hands.
Go to hell!
Pick him up! I'll beat you to a bloody pulp, fucker! Why did you do that?
Swordsman.
You're no match for us, fucker!
For it.
No shit! These days, no one ever really...
Fucking hell!
Always gonna say cool to fight.
Come on now!
You shouldn't have fought with us, you bastard! Nice strike! Good!
Right on the money!
Yeah!
Fighting like 3 guys at once.
You'll kick your bucket, you shit! Yeah! Don't spit! Wir werden dich ausnehmen!
You wanna try me?
It's another one of those fights we're supposed to lose.
I'll beat you to a bloody pulp, fucker!
Show your stuff! So nicht!
We're gonna go
Right, there's one.
Hey, get him!
You wanna try me?
Alright. We got to a checkpoint, apparently, in terms of fighting. I knocked one of them out. So we got one.
What the hell is going on here? Grab them vagabonds!
Bastards! This will cost you dearly.
Keep your mouth shut and don't make it worse.
What?
You behave like a spoilt brat.
How dare you speak...
You know, if you just shut up and done some work, we'd have coin by now and be on our way to the castle. But no, not his lordship.
You've got a nerve. If you hadn't have played the hero, we'd have been there long since, and I wouldn't have had to get you out of that mess.
Oh yeah, because this isn't a mess, is it?
It's old school humiliation.
Fuck off!
Shut up! Or you'll get a whipping too.
Buffering. Oh. Hope you guys are doing okay in the chat.
Just
enjoying
who
the stream.
Hell do you think you are?
I'm the only one of us with any sense. I'm not the one who acts like a spoiled child.
Spoiled child? You're in danger of crossing the line, Henry. Better keep your mouth shut. I shouldn't have brought you along.
Well, that's something we can agree on. I could have been sitting in the mill instead of rotting in these stocks.
And whose fault is that?
What? Who started quarrelling with the locals? In their tavern? You should have listened to me and calmed down.
And let him insult me? Fat chance. If it hadn't been for me, we wouldn't have even been in that tavern. We've been in the shit right from the start because you had to play at being the knight in shining underwear, saving damsels in distress.
I don't believe it. You're trying to put the blame on me? Just like that?
Who else is to blame? You're just a simple peasant who has no idea how the world works.
Oh, and our little prince knows all about it, doesn't he? You only left your uncle's a week ago. All you've known up to now is a tavern on Rat-Eye Green.
Now you've gone too far. I've had it up to here with you. With you and your pontificating. You were supposed to make sure nothing went wrong. And how did that turn out? It was me who had to save your life. You're fucking useless. You couldn't even keep an eye on your own mutt.
Oh, that's enough. This isn't getting us anywhere. I understand.
You gotta
you're
have sense, Chad.
downcast
You
after
gotta
what
be the
happened
sensible
yesterday.
one.
And I understand you need to take it out on someone. I can take it. But we shouldn't forget we have a job to do. And do it we must. Together.
That's exactly what I'm doubting. Everything goes to shit when you're by my side.
You don't really mean that. Calm down.
I'm perfectly calm. That's it. My life went to shit from the first moment I met you. And I've only just realized it. You're like a ball and chain. And I'd have bagged that wild boar too if it weren't for you.
Well...
And none of the rest would have happened. I wouldn't have been showered in shit.
Oh, come on, Capon.
Don't you cape on me. Not another word. I'll have to consider what to do next.
feel like I shouldn't have made peace with him. Probably should have called him a bitch. Swore at him.
Right, ladies. Time to go home. But I swear to Christ, if I catch you again, I'm gonna skin you both alive.
Isn't that?
Oh, Sir Otto.
Hey! Welcome, Bogo!
Oh, shit. Right, where were we? Go on, get out of my sight.
What are we gonna do?
Got told to Amscray.
Can do as you like. You can go and carry sacks, or dig latrines. I'll look after myself. I'll go and see Lord von Berghoff at the wedding. I bid you farewell.
Oh. Yeah. If I were in your shoes, I'd be glad to be rid of the good for nothing, eh? Yeah. Alright, off you go.
Well. Ugh. Alright. Yep, there it is. Load screen. Crime and reputation. Every one of your actions has consequences. If you commit crimes, the world around you and its people react to them. What is a crime? Anything that an honest Christian should avoid is considered a crime. One must not kill innocents, steal, break into other people's homes, harm people or domestic animals, and disturb their peaceful lives. Consequences of crimes, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, don't commit crimes. It will, if there's a lot of crime going on in an area, people will become more vigilant, arm themselves, and guards will call reinforcements. Once things have been settled down, everything will return to normal. Okay. So
I suppose I really do need to find some job. I'll find mutt without you, you stuck-up Lord of Perkstein.
Do I have... Am I naked right now? I am. So let's put all this shit back on. Alright, there's that. Let's eat. Because I'm sure we're hungry at this point.
Henry? Well, come on. I don't bite. You don't.
Bara.
What do you want from me?
I don't want anything from you. I should actually be thanking you.
Uh-huh. For what?
I've been begging for alms here for days, but I didn't make any real coin till today. And that's thanks to you. The scene you made brought out nearly all of Troskowitz.
You're welcome. At least it was good for something.
Oh well. Not many people can make such a strong first impression. But look on the bright side.
Hmm?
Now things can only get better.
Yes, probably right. It doesn't get much worse than that. Unless somebody tries to kill me. Again.
Still time for that.
Alive in one piece.
Plenty of time for
It's
that.
a new day and the sun is shining. Like Tomcat always says, bruises build character.
Tomcat.
Hey, you. What's your name, anyway? What do you do?
I'm Bara. Just Bara.
Looks like you know your way around here pretty good. You're from here, right?
I ain't. I'm just passing through.
So
you're something like a wanderer?
Nah. I usually find work with someone, stay for a while, and once I save a bit, I move on.
Then why are you begging here?
Sometimes I collect herbs for the apothecary, or help in the tavern. But I
That's an
love
interesting
to go
way of
somewhere
saying
else,
apothecary.
So I'm scraping up whatever I can. But on the whole, you could say I'm a traveller, or a nomad. But don't say it too loud. The locals don't take kindly to them.
Gypsy.
Why?
Because they're different, and it scares people. They travel from place to place and take their home with them.
I'd like to see what their home.
You're a fucking gypsy.
You can go and
That's what
see
that
them.
means.
Just don't stare too long.
What? Reputation loss? I just asked the question.
Why exactly are you helping me?
Why?
Why? Because you look like you need it.
I've been in the ship plenty of times, and I know how appreciated a helping hand is in times like that.
Where are you headed? If you're only passing through here.
For work, to the city. I'm tired of serving landholders. They all promise the moon, but then you're eating stale bread, cold porridge, and a nary a groschen in sight. With the city folk,
She's
it's
a
bound to be
socialist
better.
gypsy.
You said you were going to a city. You mean like to Prague? Or somewhere further?
I'd like to go to Prague, but I don't know anybody there. In Kuttenberg, at least I have a cousin.
Aha. So you're going to visit her?
Well, she doesn't know it yet. But I won't be troubling her long. Just until I find a way to make a living.
What do you want to do in the city?
I'll find something. I'm not afraid of work. I'm not half-witted. Maybe someone could use a cook.
That's
or
the
a
medieval
servant.
way of saying
Don't get your
retarded.
hopes up. The city can be a pretty dangerous place for a girl on her own.
You mean they don't hand out groschen by the bucketful? And the streets aren't full of roasted stuffed geese? I appreciate your concern, but I have to get to the city first. That's going to take me a long while yet.
Do you know anything more about Tomcat?
They say he's a master swordsman, but a real joker too. He loves showing off to girls.
You think he might teach me?
Do you think Tomcat might teach me a few of his tricks?
No offense, but compared to him, you're a bit of a lightweight.
I don't want to pull wagons, but if he can handle a weapon, I'd be happy to train a little with him.
Well, one of the guards tried to
Does that
take
mean,
him
like,
on
he's
and came
huge?
back whipped like a dog, moaning like he'd been broken in two.
Well, sure.
What?
If he's that strong, I'm not surprised.
More like some trick he's got that our watch doesn't know. Or at least that's what the poor man said.
Well, all right. All right. I need to get some money. I don't have anywhere to sleep.
Do you know where I might find accommodation?
Betty in the tavern lets people sleep in the hay. But you have to pay.
I'm not going near that tavern. I'd catch hell again. Got any other ideas?
If you find some work, maybe you'll get a place to sleep too.
I have no money. I might as well beg on the village green like you.
The hell you will. This is my turf. Here you go. I'll skip supper. It's partly your doing anyway.
Wow. I mean, thank you. Seriously.
Yeah, don't start crying. You'd better find some work quick.
She's an odd fucking duck.
My main concern is getting to that wedding in Semi. Do you know anything about that celebration?
Well, yeah. People are talking of nothing else. The Lord's son is getting married to the sister of that lout he was fighting with.
How much time do you think I have? Have the preparations already begun?
From what I hear, the bride's dress still ain't finished, and blacksmith Radovan still ain't started smithing the gift for the groom. so no rush.
Hopefully by then I'll find a way to sneak in. Oh well. It was nice to meet you, but I should probably get going. Get a job, and so on.
Don't worry, you'll manage. Till we meet again.
Alright, so probably gonna run into her throughout the game. Alright, so this is where the real, like, open world game begins, I guess. And it's also probably... Let's go ahead and save. It's also probably the best place to call it. Yeah, it's 2:20. We've been going for a while now. Hope you guys have really enjoyed the stream. I've enjoyed the game so far. I got some minor gripes here and there, but it's all kind of stuff I thought was probably going to be there. It definitely keeps the feel of the first game. The graphics are beautiful. Storytelling is pretty good so far. It's been pretty heavy cinematics and like conversational so far. But I think the game is just opening up now, which is wild because we're like what, 3.5 hours into gameplay. So, you know, maybe 20 minutes of that was me talking, going on rants, but yeah. Hope you guys have enjoyed this time. Probably won't be streaming tomorrow. Tomorrow will probably be a video heavy day, so I'll be dumping a lot of videos. But maybe the subsequent day, which would be what, Thursday, probably will stream them. I might stream later tomorrow night, I don't know, but probably not. The plan is to not to right now, so we'll see. But hopefully you guys have enjoyed the stream. Like the stream if you watched it or plan on watching it on the replay. Appreciate you guys. Love you guys. And we'll talk to you again later. Bye for now.